Did we?
Yes, because we went to the town and slept for like 8 hours before we went to dinner.
Oh yeah, because that was the reveal of the dragon, and I was like, ah. Like who? Like
Walt is not
Strahd
having
talking
any of our
about it.
shit today.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. So you should back up and going.
Right. Okay. Just need to.
The Walt, you're restart.
Right.
Oh, move. Okay, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
What?
Never mind. Ashley, what's your status?
Still not seeing everybody else's face.
Ashley, you wanna hop out and hop? Well, but another one lost. Unfortunate. Oh, she's back.
Technical difficulties.
That explains it. Hold on.
Do you see us?
Nope.
There we go.
Oh, come on.
That explains why my fucking connection was going shit. There we go. My
God damn it, Skype.
Steam had just gone, oh, you're online, let me download all the shit.
Well, Ashley figures out her connection. You guys want to see my gross pinky?
No,
You sure?
I'm 100%. We are live, so I mean,
Show me.
I mean, it's really not that gross, but
Belgrax, do it.
that's as straight as it can go now, and I can do that, and that's it, like fully extended.
I can't. Nice. I can do this with my fingers, like both
Oh,
hands, and like
That is-
creeps out my GF or something.
you must give a really, you
I
must
make
give a
a
great
joke.
back scratch.
It's like if Wolverine punched a rock and couldn't break through it.
ugh, gross.
Ready? I can do this. Right? Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, there's a comparison right
Having
there.
long fingers also lets me do this. Watch.
There's the chubster.
What happened to your finger? Did you break it?
Kind of. So what happened was I took this knuckle right here in the middle. I popped him outwards, spun him around, and then pushed him back down. So this knuckle was adjacent to this knuckle, and my pinky was facing this direction.
Now, why would you ever do that?
It was a
like
Saturday
you-
night,
like-
and I was
You mean as an accident you had that happened to you?
yeah. I was playing football, and then came up from a play. I
The
was
way
like,
you
my
phrased it,
finger's
as
on
if it was as if you like sat there. The way
No.
you phrased it, as if it's like you sat there and like, you know what? I'm gonna pop it out, turn it, and then pop it back in. I was
What, what do you guys do with Tuesday nights?
No, I usually pop my index, my ring finger. That's the one I usually pop around.
See, I would, but if I do that, I won't be able to get this thing off, and I like getting that thing off every now and then, right, Robin?
Don't you have another finger?
Ha ha ha! No.
Don't you have another finger in there? Or both of them have rings on it?
No, I'm a one ring kind of guy. Fucking this
You
thing.
have only... Wait,
This-
do you have the one ring, Belgrax?
That's no fun.
I have one ring for me. Probably not for everybody else, but it's my
The
one ring.
ring, though?
My favorite
Nah,
game
just-
with my husband is when he takes it after the shower. Is
I
hide it.
technically do.
Mm. Does that got the writing in it?
Wait, say that again? Take it to... I
Yep.
can't see, it's blurry, so I can't see vaults.
He's got the one ring.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Ashley, you're so still. I thought you were a thumbnail.
One ring to roll up.
You're all still thumbnails for me.
Ashley's back.
One of these days, Ashley, we're
She's
gonna,
I
we're
got
gonna
into that
get
conversation on
like
there.
perfect.
But she can't see our faces.
We'll hear you. You'll see
Yeah.
us. It'll be fantastic.
Just can't
Okay,
see you.
guys. Should we... Guys, you want to try ending the call and starting it from the top?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
fucking reboot. Do it.
Yeah,
Guys, you
Why
want to end
stream?
the call and restart?
My favorite song.
Hello.
any
No,
luck,
Greg.
Ash?
Ethan?
I can only see one of you at a time.
Same thing was happening to me. Go up and click that right-hand option that they were talking about.
Are you looking at the full screen or are you looking at the little pop-up window?
I'm looking at the full screen. I don't see any options because I'm
Hold on.
on.
You can see one at a time, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Scroll your mouse to the very top right corner. There should be 3 little icons in the top right. One of them says...
Screen
Well-
options.
One of them is like, looks like a little box. Smaller box.
Who knows what he's
I don't
saying?
know what he's saying.
It's the mystery.
It'll say there's one with a bubble with 3 dots in it, and one of them says dynamic view, and one says full screen.
Top right.
Yeah, what? Right, left, what fucking ever.
Normal view. Dynamic view. Yeah, dynamic view is where fucking everyone gets a fucking.
Yeah, I don't have that option because I'm on actual Skype.com.
Oh, you're on the .com?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
You're
Were
just
you ever
SOL.
able- Were you ever,
I can
ever
see
able to?
2 of you now.
Which two though? That's the important question.
You and Dungeon.
That's good. You're fine then.
That's weird, because what the fuck is going on? Somehow,
Robin-
Ashley just
Robin.
switched them off for me.
What did I do?
Actually, you passed your curse onto our votes.
Oh my god, now it's back to 1. What the heck?
It's because you're on the online option, hun.
Ethan, while we're figuring this out, Ethan, pick a number between 1 through 26.
17.
One, 2,
9.5.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wait. Shit, this is the wrong deck. Okay.
These are Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
No, because I divided
get
the
a-
deck
You get a blue
Wait,
white dragon. There you
Pikachu?
go. He's your dark magician.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. I'll just dark hole everything. We win.
Just at the fucking ready.
Can I play Dragon Master tonight?
This is the correct one.
This is my new character,
I can't see because it's blurry. Dungeon Master.
Dragon
does it
Master
say-
Knight.
Oh, Dragon Master.
It says Dragon Master Knight.
You'd come in handy. I
I
feel.
was so fucking pleased today. I bought random Yu-Gi-Oh booster packs, and I got a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I've been wanting one for fucking ages. So I was just like, oh, I'll buy some boosters. Oh my god! Just
My
fucking
mom
great.
threw away all of my Pokemon cards, and she threw away like my Charizard and my Venusaur and my Blastoise. It's really fucking depressing when you think about it, because I lost
Yeah,
a
that
lot
is.
of fucking cards. All Gen 1 type shit. So DM Generation 1 was like Pikachu and Charmander and all those Pokemon. That's a little bit before your time.
Believe it or not, it wasn't, because from where I come from, we were like living a little back in time, so it was a big deal when. Here's the thing. Let me explain. I grew up playing Nintendo 64. That was like the console when I was a kid in my like back in my country, and it was like we were like, oh shit, it's a Nintendo. And then it was funny because after Nintendo 64, we jumped direct. Not Nintendo. Yeah, we jumped just right to PlayStation 1 and 2. It was like everyone was like, "Holy shit!" So up.
He went from 64 to PlayStation, and then
Robot.
No one understood.
yeah, you got a PlayStation after 64.
Anyway,
Like, oh wow,
what?
that's a big improvement. That's
Is my voice gone? Am I talking to it now?
You were doing robot. It's your internet. It's your internet.
What was the funny bit of the story? You know what? I'm done telling stories. I know it's my fault because I scream at the internet.
go tell your parents to go get better fucking internet.
Parents! Why do you leave me alone at home? You know,
Mom, the internet's broken.
and like, you hear like a sound of a mop smacking something really hard.
I told you not to be on the
Okay,
internet
guys.
with them kids.
Playing
That's
that
the devil's game.
Okay, can you hear me without
No.
any robotic voices?
Fuck it, dude. Let's ride the lightning. We'll figure it out as we go.
I'm Is my voice okay right now?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I don't know what's going on.
Boo!
Go to one of them internet cafes and just do it down there.
Oh yeah, let me take all my fucking books and shit to an internet cafe.
I'm sure even with all the books, you won't be the weirdest dude at the internet cafe.
Honestly, yeah, probably.
There'll be a guy that
the
wearing a mesh
that'll be
tank
the guy
top and
sat-
tropical pants.
That'd be the
Wait,
guy
wait,
sat in the
what-
corner
what
with
is
a conveniently placed screen so no one can see him below the waist.
Like this guy?
I always
Why did you try to look, DM?
What? No, I wasn't looking. I was looking at myself. God damn it! Do not question the DM.
He needs to know everything about his players,
Do not question the DM. The DM
including their downstairs mix-up.
Downstairs mixed up.
I have a mangina.
You know the downstairs mix-up of my characters. I guess it's only fair.
Hey, Belgrax, have you ever drunk Bailey's out of a shoe?
Fuck is that?
Okay, you know what, guys? I think we honestly should just like start playing Cyberpunk or something, because it like the Skype is so fitting for that kind of stuff.
This is much better right now. You've been perfect for the past 10 seconds.
Does Ashley take away from me?
What I do now?
You might be a connection vampire.
It's the connection.
What the fuck is this camera loading in the corner? Are you guys all, the rest of you guys seeing that?
That's Ashley. It's Ashley's camera loading in the corner.
I see Ashley though.
Ashley's
I see
smile
her,
on my screen. Yeah.
Then I see another camera.
Whose camera is missing?
Nobody.
I don't know.
Nobody.
I'm missing Ashley, and there's a camera loading
I
instead of
see
Ashley.
everybody, and then just an extra camera in the corner.
I mean, there's only 4 people in the chat group.
What
Can we
the
just-
fuck is...
Let's just
What?
fucking go.
Let's
Mystery
just go.
person can join us, and then they'll jump in as a
No, I
character.
can't see you, Ashley. Can't see you, Ashley, but
Because, you
we'll
know,
just
we
have to
had
go
like
with it.
14 minutes of shit talk.
Okay, well I can see all of you
Alright,
now.
folks.
I think all of us can see you except for Dungeon, so let's just fucking ride the lightning. We're good.
Okay,
I
you
can't
know what?
matter.
Ashley, when you figure it out, you'll figure it out. It's whatever at this point. I'm done.
It's working on my end.
Yeah, we can all see
Okay,
her.
then never mind. Then I guess I'll just imagine your face instead of a circle.
We'll explain it to her. We'll explain it to
Yeah.
you. She's currently sitting in her chair, looking slightly off to her right, downwards. Now she's looking forward. Left hand on her chin, thumb upwards, fingers curled around the mouth. Now she's looking back downwards to the right.
Last game.
It was at this point she decided
Moving
to go
on.
through the left door.
Jesus.
You-
Okay,
you,
folks.
you wake up in a cabin. You can go north, east, south, or west. To the west is a lake. To the east is a forest. To the south is a desert. To the north is more woods. Which way do you go?
Why no cheese?
What is this now?
Just go. Just
Just
go.
go. Just go. We're good.
You gotta start.
Okay, I'm trying to. Last game. Enough of this shit. Last game.
Fuck shit up.
Yo, you fucked shit up in the in the ruins of the castle Ravenloft.
And we almost
And then-
lost Baltrex twice.
You
That's
almost
alright, we
lost
got him.
twice, and later on you were.
Can't fire a bow, can't jump for shit.
We dragons aren't made for jumping. We have these backwards knees.
after your whole ransacking of a dungeon, you met up with Strahd von Zarovich, and he basically just thanked you for your job, told you to go get a rest, and then come back for your reward. You all went to the town. Some of you sold some ingredients to some strange doctors. The rest of you got some sleep, and you also heard about the so-called White Fox.
Anderson Cooper.
Exactly. Ismark Kolyanovich, who was essentially this individual who was looking for the necromancer that has summoned the ghouls that were cleaning the tavern.
And isn't he? His sister was in love with Home Dude, and Home Dude was like, "No, bro," and so now she's the witch.
Not at all.
No. Okay, just never mind. Scratch that.
I think they had
out.
same names, but I don't think we actually know anything else about that.
What the tavern keep told you was that Strahd fell in love with his sister,
Irina.
which resulted in both his sister's and his father's death, and now he's like gone.
Oh, what was the lady vampire's name though? I thought they had the same name.
Isabella.
No?
Bellatrix.
Okay.
Isabella.
Oh, okay.
Isabella.
Isabella,
Thank
the lady vampire in question you are looking for is a woman by the name of Isabella
Okay.
Factor. Spelled with CH.
I thought the same thing Robin did. That I thought that they were the same person.
Yeah, no, they weren't. Anywho, you sit down in Strahd's study and you have a short discussion. The discussion essentially tells you that if, as long as you continue to help him, he'll be able to feed information to you. And with every step of the way that you help, he'll be able to reconstruct his castle more, gaining more access to his libraries and his resources, etc. In turn, help you. You did, at least from some source, you found out that Strahd may have had some connections to the Dragon Cult directly. And while discussing Strahd brought up two things that they figured out. Number one being that the dragon was released by several members that are within the party. Number two, that the Dragon Cult may have connections to a group of people who are known under the name of Cloud Striker.
And didn't you say that was the Black Coven or something?
Say that again?
Didn't you say it was the Black Coven that he was over?
What do you
I was
mean?
making racist jokes.
They were different. You were like, there's 5 different branches of the cult, and each of them had a color.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a black one, a green one.
Not Coven, Talon.
Talon, thank you.
It is the Black Talon. There's 5 Talons. Used to be more, but that's a different story.
Are they Are they colored like the same as the chromatic dragons then? So
yep, it's meant to symbolize the star of Tiamat, which is made of like 5 dragon claws, each one colored one of the 5
black,
colors.
white, blue, grey, and grey.
Exactly. And the 5 talons are the same, carry the same titles. All right then. Where do you plan to go? Strahd asks you. First, what's your next step of action, friends?
Oh yeah, you can read that.
Guys,
I'm sorry, I've had my brain warped into enough for this adventure, so you can take it for a while, Tia.
I'm gonna go forge.
Well, you're currently
That sounds cool.
Goodbye.
you're
I'm
currently
gonna storm out like a little prepubescent girl, just scampering out.
Okay, so you
Dramatic exit. Hands
get
up.
out and you leave his castle entirely.
And I walk
Yeah,
away.
and don't walk away.
It takes you a while and head back to the village, I suppose.
Yeah, whatever forge I usually go to, that's where I'm going back to. And then
Awesome. So I'll get back to you in a second. The rest, as you get up and leave, Strahd follows his eyes after the Dragonborn. As he gets out, he turns his head towards the 3 of you. So, Your friend is a bit distressed, but what about the rest of you? Where to next?
I'm basically stood there just snacking on rations from my pocket, just like.
Well, no, in front of you there's like this little table of snacks, and like by
Oh, well, in that
snacks, I mean it's snacks in the standard of like very rich people snacks. So it's
In that case, I've got like I'm holding a plate of like fucking vol-au-vents and shit.
yeah.
Just eating those.
Some
They're just staring at it.
Just to also give you a brush up, your Strahd essentially informed you that there's 3 individuals you need to take down in order to finish up your pack. These were an old archlich living in the in the southern mountains and in the northern mountains. No,
I think we know that dude.
yes, the elven troop that are located within the town of Kresk, located west, and finally the witches' coven located in the northern end of the town, near the town and of the country.
Just a
Near the town
question.
of Vallaki. Yes?
The Elven Brigade, do we have to kill them, or can we convince them to leave? Or is it just full?
Are you asking the DM or Strahd? Are you asking the DM or Strahd?
I'm asking the DM because he said it last time, but I don't remember.
Well, I'll just elaborate. Well, you can ask Strahd too, it doesn't really matter, actually. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Point is, for the elven troop, you may kill them if you want. I would suggest just finding who their leaders are and eliminating them, because in turn that will leave the rest of them to be cherry-picked by me, so to speak. I have run out of vampires recently, so I wouldn't mind some additions to my ranks.
Nope.
Do you say nope to him, or do you just like to say nope?
To Zarovich, just no.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Guess. Shucks.
I'm disappointed.
Guess. Oh darn.
I
Bad
guess I'll have to kill you
Zarovich.
another time.
Bad Zarovich. Were
Does
we
the
gonna
skeleton dude still have a curtain?
Go... What, Tome?
What?
What did you say, Tome?
No, that was me with a mouthful of food.
No, I still didn't hear what you said.
I said, does the skeleton dude still have a curtain?
Skeleton dude.
Yeah, the lich.
Oh, fuck, man. He turns towards you with the same reaction and just replies, "Skeleton dude."
Xanther.
So
I'm
Tall
sure
guy.
he has some curtains. I don't see how this pertains. You know what? Yes, he does.
last time we saw him, like I'm just rubbing it in now that we've seen him before. Last time we saw him, there was this great big curtain. I was staring at a pipe, but he was stood behind this curtain, and then he was all like woo, and then fucking vaporized our friend.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, so if he has the curtains, logically he might vaporize us again.
Can your friend read, ladies? The dwarven man.
Can you read,
I
Piltron?
can read. Yeah. I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
he can.
I think we
guess.
should. No offense to the dwarven gentleman, but I think it would be good for him to be locked up in the library for a couple of hours. See what he does. Maybe he learns something new.
Or he breaks all the books.
I
Burns
don't
them.
think you can break books, but yes.
He has
Burn 'em.
a giant magical axe. I'm pretty sure things could be broken.
Chopped up.
Magic,
Not a
I
good
can do
idea.
magic. I'm a wizard.
Books are torn, not broken.
If you hack a book with a fucking
Speak
axe.
language. It's torn, not broken. Come on, the audience of a nobility, speak your language correctly.
Okay, Sia's kind of pissed with the situation. So she's just gonna say the job will be done and walk out of the castle and leave. Go into town.
Very well, and like the rest of you leave as well.
I'm walking away from the team.
As Thea leaves out, as you walk towards the door, You hear him shout behind you. Well, very well. Say hello to your father for me.
Sure.
He turns to the.
If it's possible, I just flip him off as I leave.
Can't hear you, DM.
So, he leans closer. I didn't say anything yet. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, you were
We
going-
heard, say hi to
you're
your
going
father
robot.
for me.
And just in case you missed it, I flipped off Zarovich as I left.
I did miss it. I can't see anything you're saying, because, like, so describe to me everything you do.
I'm just giving him middle fingers as he says that.
That's 2.
2.
That's-
She doubled it this time.
The double
Oh,
douche.
shit! Roll initiative. I'm kidding.
She went like this.
I will take it right now.
I dislike
Right.
fingers.
As
Ah.
you leave- My one weakness. Strahd turns to the rest of you. I think it'd be proper for you two to leave as well. I mean, unless you want to stay behind for the dinner, because we do have a dinner coming.
How big is the table?
The
I don't
currently
mind.
Yeah.
the table is essentially like a little dessert table. It's like small, short, like up to your knees maybe.
Okay. She's gonna walk up to it and just kick it over, and then pick up Tome and walk out.
The fuck?
I mean, it is one of those. So you're gonna flip a table.
Yeah.
We are the worst
She's just kicking
fucking
it
vassals ever.
I'm sorry. He just outed me, so he can go fuck himself.
Okay, you grab and flip the table, and as you
No, I
Like a
kick it
strength
over.
check.
Like I put my boot against it and I push, and it goes floop over, and then I pick up Tome and I bounce.
it is one of those like ground level tables, so you'll have to like pick it up and flip it.
Biggest strength check, Kimber.
Not a strength check. Just make a dexterity check.
Oh, that's easy. I got that.
Acrobatics. Make an acrobatics check.
I don't have that.
It's the same as dexterity.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not bad.
It's not bad. It tickled. Fuck you.
It's not. No, it's very easy to lift it up and throw it. It's not the problem. The problem comes when as you lift the table, a hand pushes it back down on the ground as you see Strahd essentially almost seemingly teleports out of his chair
Jesus
forward.
Christ.
Who's that?
I don't think it's appropriate to throw around furniture, young lady. You have better upbringings than that, don't you?
Did you just sideswipe all the
Just
food off the
punch him.
table?
Just gonna pick up Tome and bounce. Be like, come on, children, we need to go.
Kildren, what do you do?
I basically stood there staring at the door where everyone else has come from, then looking at Kimber with the table, and then as she's doing that, I'm like looking down at the plate in my hand, then looking back and looking. I'm like, but dinner.
You can take the plate, dwarf. You can have the plate.
Kildran, thank you. I'll bring it back.
No,
I'm the only one who leaves politely.
The plate is yours, Kildran.
Ooh, thank you.
Souvenir from me.
He's
Plus
this
one
is a
plate.
chess piece now. This is a chess piece.
The
So
plate-
I
the
just
plate
sort
says
of like
silver
slowly.
plate, and the plate
I
is-
cheerily wave goodbye as I'm eating as I walk out the door.
By the way, FYI, the plate is a silver plate, costs 10 epsilons if you want to sell it to anyone.
Okay.
You all walk out of the castle, storm all the way downstairs. You see the little two children at the front entrance as they like bow down quietly as you all pass by them. Kildran, you reach the village. It's like a few hours later. You enter the village and approach the smithery again. You take the hammer.
Belgrax.
Did I say Kildran? Shit.
Yes.
Velgrax.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Velgrax, you reach the village then. Kildran is busy eating. You reach the village, approach the smithery. Are you going to use... what do you do?
I'm gonna first start off by melting the helmet I was making for Kimber and get that back to just into a workable material.
Okay, that takes you a while, but like, yeah, you can...
3 days later.
Right, and then I'm gonna reforge that into a grappling hook. So when I fall again, I'll have some type of recourse.
Character development.
Here's a question I have for you, Belgrax. What
Yes,
hammer?
I'm-
are you using?
I'm using the hammer.
The hammer.
The
hammer. Old
The
man
hammer is
Smith's
my
hammer.
choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put the metal. You liquidize the metal, and you essentially shove an iron. And you start wrapping it around the iron.
Make a wisdom save. No.
Well, we'll see.
You pull out the piece and start like shaping. You pull out the hammer, and as you strike the first strike, everything goes white.
Oh.
Before your eye flashes a single second of a picture almost. You see yourself standing at an edge of a cliff overlooking just this pit of lava. You hear a roar, and you see within the pit stands this gigantic creature, humanoid creature, with a beard of flame and burning hair and burning eyes, holding a giant sword of just that set ablaze. The
Holy
vision
shit,
immediately
Surtur.
ends, and you see in your hands is a fully functional made grappling hook.
Ooh.
You don't need
Do
to
I-
make a check. When you use the hammer, you don't need to make a check.
Make what kind of check though?
You don't need to make
You
a
don't
check.
have
with the
to.
hammer.
Oh.
The hammer auto passes the check if it's any like basic kind of equipment.
Oh. Do I have any recollection of what that image was, or is because I know last time it was almost like a past image that
Yeah,
I
well,
had.
this time you have. I mean, as far as I know, according to your backstory, you haven't seen anything of that sort. So
Okay. So that's new for me then, right?
yes, if you want, you can. I mean, you can guess it's a fire giant, standing in a pit of lava. But that's as far as your understanding of what you just saw goes.
Okay. But like no time's passed and the fucking hook's made, or I've been there for a while. Fucking
You've been there for about.
okay.
It's enough time that we'd
20
catch up
seconds?
anyway. 20. Fuck.
You've been there for about 20 seconds.
Wow. That's efficient. All right. Well, there goes my forging for the day.
Is it is it like properly cooled and everything? It's like a proper full on.
It's full. Here's the thing: you look at the hook, the metal is fully cooled. It is. On top of that, you see upon it is. What languages can you read?
Give me a second here to pull up my character sheet.
I
I
know
want to say
Draconic
just.
and Common is probably one of them. But
I want to say just Draconic and Common, but I might know another one just from my background. But give me a second here.
sure, but I'm just gonna say until then, there are these runes carved across the blade itself.
Don't have it written down because I'm a cunt. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, so
You
let's
know
just say
what
Common.
language it is?
On either side, there are these runes carved on the sides of the hook.
Fuck.
Just say it's draconic, but
If I did know an actual language just for my class, it would most likely be Fiend. I don't know if they have their own language or not, but I'll have to double check that.
Yes, they speak Abyssal, but this is not Abyssal.
Okay, well then, yeah, I'm fucked.
Thea's in town. You can ask her if she knows. I literally walked out of town right after him.
Super.
Yeah, well, speaking of which, you guys all make it to the town as well.
Kimber's
You-
seems like a good guy. Nom, nom, nom.
Kimber's gonna drop Tome like gently. I don't want to throw him on the
Dish.
ground. Next to Tia and be like, "I'll be back," and go to the blacksmith. She's gonna go find Belgrax.
Ooh. Let's just, for the sake of it, let's say make an investigation check. Human.
I don't know where anything in this town is.
Follow your nose.
So he didn't walk out going, "I'll be back in a bit," like pull the hammer out of his pocket
But I
and then
figure
immediately.
since we have a history together, I'd kind of be like, he's probably there.
No,
You?
this is something for something completely different.
Am I the only person who hasn't known people before the
I mean,
guild?
me and Kimber very, very barely know each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time
But
I
yes,
found
Rob,
you, you
you're
were
the
in your
person-
blacksmith shop.
You walk towards the fuck, what the shit is it called? You walk towards the Smith shop. And as you walk, you see there's down the road is walking the man in a black cloak with a beaked mask, just walking down the street with a cane in his hand. And as you walk by and you see his head slowly turn towards you, you don't really pay much mind. You keep going, but you just hear you faintly hear a whisper behind you. Whisper saying, hold on a second. Oh, you hear a whisper behind you faintly saying, "Find the orc." As you turn your head, there is no doctor on the street. You continue towards Belgrax, and you see him standing at the anvil, marveling at the hook that he has made. Like putting a rope through it, because I think you have some rope, right, Belgrax?
Probably.
Yeah, so if you'd have any hempen rope, just like remove that and add grappling hook instead, just to be.
Okay.
But yeah, you see him standing there, marveling at his equipment. I'm gonna take it away.
She's gonna stand in the doorway and like lean against it and be like, "Well, that's nifty."
Do you need something, Kimber?
I didn't know that it was gonna release the dragon.
I wasn't in Brokeback alone. I was there with my old hunting party. We were in the city. We were trying to find a new contract. They were the closest to family I had since my parents died. And they're dead now. Killed by that dragon. You killed them. To say I'm mad is pointless at this point in time. And I'm not going to leave because staying with you is the best chance I have of finding Yarsmeth. But their blood's on your hands. And I won't be forgetting that. Now, is there something you need, Kimber? Or can I go back to my forge?
She's just gonna leave.
Okay.
Is Yarsmath the dragon?
Yes.
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 Right, okay, cool. Sorry.
No, like when you left, there's this totally new dragon that popped up.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Kimber
shit.
awoke another dragon by accident.
At least I have no blame for that one.
He didn't have any blame for the last one either.
Didn't I agree with... I don't know. I remember throwing an axe at it and then being angry and then just, well, I guess,
Yeah.
walking away.
Basically, yes. Your
Something to do
entire
with the
meeting your entire meeting with Croesus was to try to attack him once, see your paladin die instantly, back down, and leave. And
Oh no, wasn't I the one who persuaded him to bring the paladin back?
yeah.
Yeah, no, you did that.
But my point was
Okay.
like it was like one round of attacking and then one round of like negotiation and then third round.
Right,
of
okay.
You're
Yeah,
like,
okay,
I'm done.
Fair enough.
You weren't supposed to survive that encounter.
But we did.
And thus fucked it up for everyone else.
Okay then.
Sorry, guys.
You leave. Where do you go, Kimber?
She's just gonna walk around for a while.
Kildron. There we go. Kildron and Dia. What are you guys doing?
I want to find a quiet spot. I don't know if I can do that in the inn, but I want to do a detect magic ritual on that bracelet I pulled off the illithid.
On the what?
The bracelet I pulled off the illithid in the castle.
Okay. I mean, this is a very nearly empty town. Like, people don't come out of their houses often. So you can really go anywhere, and you'll still be, like, good. But
Okay.
you can go to the inn, yes. You can go to your inn and, like, lock yourself in your room. Kildron, what about you?
I'll follow along and be like, "Come on, little dwarf man. I've got to teach you how to drink."
You look
Because I've just been left alone with a dwarf child, and I'm like... So
Okay.
I take Toad to the bar.
In the back of your mind,
God.
you hear Thea saying, "Don't give him alcohol."
Oh
God
my
damn it.
God.
Quick retcon.
Fucking
Tom
racist.
doesn't have the lispy accent because God, I can't do it.
Oh, we can do it.
No. If Tom is an NPC, then it does the accents that I can do it. So no lisp. I apologize, but I'm removing that.
What's this ale?
Oh, yeah, it reminds me. I should pull out this sheet. But yes, you head towards the thing, and Tom looks very excited as you head towards the inn and order. And there stands the bartender, and you order some ale. He pours
Yep.
pours down the ale.
2, please.
The bartender looks at you and looks at the little kid next to you. Okay.
It's all right. He's a dwarf.
Oh, okay. And he like pours things with much more confidence. Puts two beer. Their beer kegs filled with ale, and he just puts them in front of you.
Oh,
Feel free.
the tankards.
Yeah, tankards.
Okay. How much?
2 epsilon.
I fucking. Do I have any epsilon?
I don't know, do you?
I don't.
And
I
no,
have
and no, you
gold.
can't pay by having ghouls clean up my place again.
Is Thea walking by them, like by any chance?
Yes,
Does
yeah,
she
you
see
are
them?
walking by them. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Gargosh and give him 2 epsilon and tell him to give milk to Tome.
He looks at the money, picks it up. That
Milk for the kid.
will be 3 epsilon.
Fine, I give him 3.
Milk is more rare around these parts, and he takes a
Fine.
photo. Thank you. Tosses that into his little thing. Pushes one mug toward Kildron, takes the other one and chugs it down. Throws it like the little washing bit, dirty plate bit, and like grabs another one and like pours milk in a jug and puts it in front of like a smaller cup, puts it in front of Tome, and Tome just goes like, ah. Like he looks over at you and like these like almost like jealous eyes. He looks over at Kildron.
I'm like,
When you're
Fine.
older,
let's. Come on, lad. Let's sit at the table. And then when we sit at the table, I sneakily push him mine, and then get my own ale out of my tankard. It's like,
Okay, as you sit at the table, you push the giant mug in front of him. Take away the tiny.
do I have to
milk.
make? Actually, should I probably make a stealth check for that?
make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
check.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
I have a high passive perception.
Where's? Oh, there we go. No, 10.
You push the giant mug of ale towards Tome and take away his tiny cup of milk, and you like pour you just quietly spill it on the ground, try to spill it on the ground, you pull out your little barrel and try to pour your own ale into it. Yeah, you can clearly see this. You can clearly see him push away the cup, dragged out of you can hear it drip it quietly to the ground, you hear it. He's trying to slow drip it so it's quiet, but you can clearly hear it.
Kildren, what the fuck?
What?
No
Tom looks,
ale
over,
for Tome.
Tom looks over
He's
at
a
you.
fucking dwarf.
He's a child.
Fine. I take all the ale and just neck it.
As you angrily grab the ale and just chug it down, Tom just goes ah. I'm good.
It's fine. Have this cocaine. No.
Does the bartender have does Gargosh have any
Tome.
juice or anything like that? Anything
Any
other than
juice?
milk? Anything other than milk and ale?
I have beer. That's for kids.
New Coke.
Coke original,
Coke original comes with actual Coke in it.
actual cocaine.
That's
Well,
like
that's what I
the
just
Coke.
I know
offered,
that's
but you all
true, yeah.
laughed.
Kimber,
Yo,
you walk the town all alone. Town's quiet. All the citizens are going back to their rooms, their houses. They're you can tell it's a place where people don't like to be out and about wandering.
lonely road.
Ironically, in the back of your head, you can just hear like a really sad minor version of the Cheers theme song.
Everybody knows your
Kimber.
name.
Top, bottom, or middle?
Oh god.
Top.
The fuck is that? Always top. You're goddamn right.
Top.
Okay,
Learn from the master right there.
very well.
Very well.
An owl
Fuck.
bear jumps up.
And you're dead.
As you walk, you see
Instant.
you reach like towards the end of the town as you like turn to go to another alley, and you see what essentially looks like a chapel, a little church, a small church, next to the graveyard. You see this old man kneeling in front of the church, quietly weeping into his hands. This is like seems to be praying. You slowly start turning and like going down a different alley as the old man like slowly almost seems to hear your footsteps as he turns around, rises up, and goes like, young lady, please wait a second." He begins coming towards you, opens up this like rusted gate that goes into the church front courtyard, and approaches you, holds you, reaching out for your arm. "Young lady, please, you need to help my son. He's inside. Please help my son." And he grabs you by the forearm.
She's gonna try and pull back her arm. Not like meanly, but like don't touch me. Don't touch.
Ew.
Ew.
He pulls back and goes like, "My apologies, young girl, but my son's in trouble. He's in the church. Please, you need to help him."
Why were you praying at a grave if your son is in trouble? Why didn't you?
No,
help
he
the
was
guard?
praying. He was praying in front of the church doors.
Oh.
He was kneeling and facing the church.
So why
praying
were
to the
you
church.
praying to the church if your son's inside? Why didn't you get guards?
He looks around.
Guards in this town?
What guards?
You don't have a guard force here?
Are you new around these parts? There hasn't been a guard force since our Lord Strahd has been damned. He points up to the castle. He ate the guard force.
And why can't you go into the church?
My son, he's gone mad. I locked him inside the church. I'm praying for him to get better, to become better, to get insane again.
How old's your son?
17 years old.
So you locked your son who's gone mad in a church and now you want me to retrieve him?
I'll come with you. Just help me talk to him. That's all I'm asking.
I should probably go get the rest of my party. And she's gonna kind of like back up a little bit.
Will you come back? Please.
If maybe.
You're
And
the only
she
hope
just-
me and my son have.
And walks. She's like, all right.
Okay.
Disappears.
Kind of speed walks away. No, I don't
Okay.
have, plus 12 stealth this game, so I have to be normal.
Are you? Where are you gonna speed? Are you gonna speed walk in any
She's
direction? or
gonna
just like-
head towards the tavern where they've been staying.
Great. Thea, you get up to your room and you hold up the Illithid bracelet. And you cast Identify, you said?
Detect magic.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You don't sense any particular kind of magic emanating from this thing. But you do sense some kind of, for lack of a better term, presence. Just this very faint electric feel. It seems to you feel like the hair in the back of your hands slightly stand up. Not electric eel, electric feel.
Oh.
Totally different.
They're not up inside you.
You feel the hair in the back of your neck slightly
The
stand
funk
up.
is a living creature.
Analyze this bracelet. And there seems to be a very faint presence connected to it, but you can't quite tell what.
Okay. I also wanted to go and talk to the alchemist witch doctor. I have some things I want to run by him.
Okay.
I can start heading there.
You may start heading there. Belgrax, what do you do after you finish your hook?
I'll, I guess, head back to the tavern and try to find either Thea or the barkeeper, depending on what time frame I get back there at.
All right, you head back to the tavern, and as you do, you see Thea's coming down the stairs. There's the barkeep at the thing, cleaning cups. You see, like, Kildron's just, like, chugging mug after mug, while Tom's, like, sits there. Tom looks like
Really
someone
sad.
told him that Santa's not...
Softly weeping.
Softly weeping.
Yeah, softly weeping, and it's just, while Kildron's, like, he's going to town.
Do I have time to talk to Thea as we're passing, or is she
Rage
just...
Now she, like, walks down the stairs and, like, approaches you, walks by you. You may ask her some, talk to her if you wish.
Thea, real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Couple things. I was just using this hammer I found back at Lord Strahd's castle, and it's amazing. But every time I use it, I have some type of vision. I don't know if you can tell me what it is.
You have visions? Visions of what, exactly?
Well, the first time I came across it was the town I grew up in, and people who have been long since dead were there, and they gave me the hammer in the vision, and then when I came back, the hammer was in my satchel, and then I just used it a little while ago after I left the castle to make a grappling hook, and grappling hook was made within seconds, but I ended up seeing a fire giant when I struck the metal for the first time. And it's fantastic. It makes my work much faster. It makes me a much better smith, but I don't know why.
Like, you're worried. Yeah.
I'd like to know why.
Is that something I can do, detect magic or identify on?
Well, detect magic only specifies if there's any kind of magic and what's its nature. So you'll be able to tell if there's any magic and what's its nature, but that's about as far as it'll go.
What about
Identify will definitely might be able to tell you a bit more.
Okay, well then, I can't do that as a ritual. It's not a ritual, is it?
I believe it might be.
Okay. Well then I'll do that on the hammer to see what I can tell.
If we want to go to like a room first, that's fine. So we're not here in the bar common
Whatever
area.
you want.
I mean,
Pretty
it's
sure.
really what you're more comfortable with, but we're in the common area, and there's, we're in the tavern right now. So,
Yeah,
Pretty sure everybody is drunk off their ass right now, but whatever you want to do.
Identify is indeed a ritual, so it can be used as a ritual.
Sweet. Okay, so it'll take like 20 minutes. Give me a couple minutes. Belgrax.
Alright, very well. In about 20 minutes I will... Well, not about 20 minutes, but in a bit I'll get back to you regarding the hammer. Anyone else have anything else they want to do? Because it is
I
right-
spot them over, like, talking in the corner, and I just, like, wave. Hi, guys! Like, tankard in one hand.
Tom slowly turns to the rest of to the guys and like gives them like a saddened look.
I took away his ale.
Can you make me Thea do me a favor?
Yeah.
While you're doing the whole what is it?
Identify.
Yes. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, shit. Yeah, hold on. 20.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Take
He's
a hammer-
clapping. That's not good.
Well, actually, let's do it this way. How do you set up for the ritual? Like, what do you do? Is there any preparation you do, or just like sit and like think, get the hammer?
I guess I would pulling out my.
Asking to see if there's like anything else you'd like to add on top of it.
I don't know. Would adding my druidic focus help? I don't really have any magical items to
Sure, that's fine. That'll be
add to
fine.
it. Got nothing. I just started this.
Do you want blood?
That will do just fine. Okay, so you sit and you stare at this hammer, you hold onto your focus, and you close your eyes as you try to like sense the magic that is within this object. You see... how do I put this? You see just this fire surrounding you for just a moment. You see the fire take shape of a weapon, a sword. Then take the shape of an axe, the shape of a mace, and just switch different shapes. You see the fire essentially bend as this and take the shape of this hammer. You see a hand grasp onto the hammer and start swinging it at a massive anvil. As the hammer swings at the anvil, you do see that the metal that it strikes repeatedly releases these bright sparks, and you start almost seeing, like almost panning out and seeing that the anvil itself, it's not a metal that it's striking. It's in fact this strange yellow bone that the hammer is striking at repeatedly. As like you almost back away, you do see like this empty room surrounded by massive mountains of dragon bone, the horned massive snouts of long dead dragons. As the vision continues, you hear the shout, the deep, resounding shout of... Oh, you can't tell of what, just this deep, resounding shout, just scream, "Down with the tyrants of the heavens!" And as the vision ends, you understand you at the very least understand the function of the hammer. The hammer is capable of completing any smithing task with only but a strike. However, with every strike the smith takes, a tiny portion of the hammer's original owner is infused into the new owner. Every time, a little bit of the old owner forces himself into the mind of the new owner.
Oh shit!
Until some kind of transformation completes. What happens? You don't know. That's all you know. Is that all you know is that there's almost a soul bound with this hammer.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm gonna come out of the trance and go, holy shit.
What a response.
That's either really good or really bad.
It's bad. It's really bad. That there was some crazy shit in it, but long story short, every time you use this, a piece of someone else's soul invades yours. Little by little, every time you use it.
Do you know who?
I don't know who, but he didn't look good. He was screaming, "Down with the tyrants of heaven." I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Do you know how many? Do you know how many strikes it takes for the full other dude to come this way?
I have no idea, but it's an overtime thing. I wouldn't recommend using this.
Cool.
Eventually, it's going to change you.
Yep. Cool. Thank you. I'll take the hammer back.
How many strikes to get to the chocolate center?
1, 2, 3.
Turns into a lich.
Then once I get the hammer back, I'm gonna scamper upstairs to whatever room I have.
Okay. And
I'm just sat there at the table like, what the fuck?
By the way, I'll send you Belgrax the card for the hammer later on down the line. Or actually, I'll send it to Thea, since she's the one who did identity.
Mm.
And you can tell Belgrax as much of the information as you see fit.
Okay.
Anyway.
Shit, if I had failed that wisdom saving throw, would I have, died?
You'll find out some other time, maybe.
Shit.
You have hammer aids.
She just randomly turns into a fire giant or some shit. Like, what the fuck?
So well, this is it's currently still really morning, so I don't know what you guys are doing right now besides Kildron getting day drunk.
I'm basically waiting for everyone else to come and tell me what to do.
I just had some errands to run at the witch doctor's place.
Oh yes, you wanted to go to the shopkeeper, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bum.
Okay, you go to the shopkeeper's, the doctor, and you knock on the door. Enter his alchemy shop. Welcomes you in with the same old monotone. Would you like to purchase something or sell?
Well, maybe sell. I had a couple items I wanted you to take a look at. Maybe you can tell me something about them.
I'd be most excited to.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the bracelet, the illithid tentacles, and the Draglath blood that I collected.
The Dragloth what? Blood?
Blood, yeah.
He looks over at them. He puts his finger on the bracelet and pushes it towards you. Regarding magical items, I know nothing. I'm not an arcanist. I'm just an alchemist.
It's magic.
He grabs the tendril and dangles it in front of him. This is an illithid tendril. Blood is extremely poisonous to any living creature in the world.
Ooh, okay.
He puts it down. Most notably, you might actually be interested in acquiring their brain. It is near deadly to everything. And this, he grabs a vial, he unplugs it, pulls out the cork, holds it under his mask. This is a blood of a Dragloth. Puts the cork back in and puts it on the table. It is a demonic blood and is used to formulate an extremely potent version of Drow poison.
Want to do that?
Would you like? If you want, I can I can brew some for you using this vial of blood.
I'm kind of against poisoning people. Would you be willing to take it off my hands and sell it to you for your own purposes?
He looks down. Someone always needs a poison in my business. He pushes the vial towards himself. I will buy it for 10 epsilon.
Just the blood?
Do you want to sell the tendril as well?
I mean, I'm not looking to make poison, so unless anybody else in the party wants it.
He grabs it and pulls it towards himself. I'll buy that for an extra 5.
For 5 epsilon, maybe I'll hang on to that one. But you can keep the blood.
As you reach out to grab it, he puts his hand on top of the tendril. I will throw in a healing salve to sweeten the deal.
Okay.
A simple healing potion should help you.
What kind of healing potion? Is this a lesser healing potion?
A simple one, lesser.
How much are those usually worth, Dan?
Make a nature check. You'll see if you can figure out.
$22.
A illithid tendril is an excessively rare item that is, to some people, it's even almost priceless.
Yeah, I kind of get the sense that you're shortchanging me here.
He shrugs. Do as you wish.
I'll take the tendril back.
Very well. Thank you for your business. And he slowly puts the blood away.
Is there any?
What is it?
Is there an arcanist in town?
Once again, I'll let you make an investigation check to try and find out. What are the rest of you guys meet up in the tavern?
I'm upstairs in the room.
Okay.
I'm still sat with Tome looking like Tome's looking sad. I'm just sat there with a thing going. Everyone
Kimber,
just keeps
what are you
fucking
doing?
walking off.
She's gonna go back to the tavern, and since Only finds Kildren's home, she's gonna sit down in front of them, take the mug that Kildren's drinking from, and I have a side job, and just chug whatever he's drinking. She doesn't really care.
Okay, cool.
You get your ale drunk away, and as that happens, Thea, just quickly, you manage to spot this very fine onyx-looking building with a sign saying Al-Azreb's Shop of Curiosities.
Oh, God.
No!
The best shop in the fucking city right there.
Knock on the door, and as you open, you see these shelves decorated with very strange items. Vials of eyeballs, vials of strange spiders climbing over skulls. It is like the most, it's both the most generic magic shop, but it's at the same time got a bit of antique sense to it. On the sides, in the dark corner, sits a man, and as he rises up, you see it's this man with this long mustache, wearing a turban on his head. He holds his hands together. Welcome to my shop. My name is Abdul Al-Azreb.
Wow.
Okay.
I will be your proprietor.
Buy my book.
So I'm gonna go up to the counter and place the bracelet, and I was hoping you could help me identify what this is.
He takes it. Puts it on the table. And he pulls out this little box that he opens up, and as he opens up, you see this blue glow hits him in the face. You don't see what's inside the box, but he takes the bracelet and tosses it in there, and you hear some liquids boiling, some strange stuff happening. And after a solid 40 seconds of him fiddling with this box, he pulls out the bracelet. This, I will buy this trinket off of you. 100 epsilon.
Bullshit. Okay, what is it first?
200 epsilon.
What is it?
250?
That doesn't answer my question. What is the item?
He tossed it on the table. It's a rare. Well, here's the thing. It isn't an earthly artifact. Its craftsmanship and the design, as well as the material that it's made out of, are not of earthly nature. So it is something interplanetary. I mean, interplanar. And that means it's from another plane for you common speakers. No, he says that directly to you. That's not me saying it. He says it to you. But essentially, it is, at the very least, this is a very rare trinket, very rare jewelry, let's just say. At the very best, it might just be a device for mass telepathic communication. The device itself seems to be linked to some other party, but it will require let's just say it seems to be linked to a greater source. So I would like to buy this bracelet if it's possible.
It's linked to the missionaries.
The mercenaries?
Whatever.
You're gonna find them and kill them.
They're going around killing all the druids, going, "Worship the word of Christ."
That's really funny because that's the villains in my real life campaign. It's a group of religious zealots killing druids and screaming, "Worship the word of Saint Cuthbert." So you're pretty close.
Ooh, okay. Okay, well, I'll level with you. If you're telling me this is an interplanar object, 250 doesn't sound like a good deal to me.
It's epsilon. Costs twice as much as gold.
Half as much.
Twice half. Potato, potato. It's the same thing. It all depends on perspective, I say.
Well, from my perspective, that's a bad deal.
Fine. 500 epsilon.
Oh, man.
Can I have this now? Please?
How about the 500 epsilon? And is there anything in your shop that might help me on my journeys?
Last time I gave something for my shop to help someone in his journey, he ended up summoning a bunch of ghouls around me.
You don't have any potions, any trinkets.
What is with you people? Customers.
I thought that was a different. That was a different shop, wasn't it?
No, it was
No,
different
it's the
shopkeep.
same
It was
shop.
same shop, but it was Jeffrey.
They've got a new employee every day.
All right, fine.
Was
I
that
love-
Alazred's?
I think I can offer you something interesting. Would you like a bag of holding?
Sure.
Can help you store anything you want.
Both Fultz
Sure.
and Ethan both went, what? It was really
What?
funny to watch.
I know, right? I saw that too. Okay, bag of holding and 500 epsilon.
Phenomenal. He pushes a bag towards you. This like fine crafted bag. You see like there's this little eyes drawn like almost etched into it. Enjoy. By eyes, I mean it's just like a piece of cloth designed to look like eyes.
Yeah,
Right.
I figured. Alright, then I'll go head back to the tavern.
Is it an actual bag of holding?
Yes, you receive a bag of holding.
Okay. Cool.
Hey.
Back at the tavern. Kimber, you're talking to Kildron. Belgrax, what are you doing upstairs?
I'm placing the
Alone
hammer on
time.
like either a table or a chest. I want to try talking to it.
Okay.
Good
Calm
news.
down there,
Thor.
What, to the table?
This isn't Craven Edge.
Calm down there, Thor.
You put
I
the
mean,
hammer. You put the hammer on the
He
table.
just said there's a fucking soul in the hammer. I want to see if it can
Oh,
respond.
to that-
Or
I
not.
thought
What
you
do you
meant you were
say to
just
the
talking
hammer?
to the furniture. Like, I'm going to talk to the door. What?
Oh god, you're so comfortable, bed. I'm gonna lay in you all day.
What do you say to the hammer, though?
Is there anybody there?
You just yell, stop!
Collaborate and listen.
Da-na-na-na.
The hammer, surprisingly, is silent.
No one there at all, or you just don't want to talk to me?
The hammer continues to be a hammer.
Very well.
How is
Well,
Yeah.
Picks it up and
Continues
starts
to be a
backing up.
hammer.
do a hammer. I'm gonna pick it up and put it back on my little waistband.
The moment you touch it, voice shoots up your head. Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Your kind was born to wipe out the tyrants of the heavens.
All right.
Do you remember?
No.
Do
Who-
you see?
Who am I talking to, and what heavens? Because there's like a lot of heavens, depending who you talk to.
You're not worthy as of yet. The voice ends.
Oh, you fucking cunt hammer.
The hammer hits you in the face. I'm kidding, it doesn't.
Whap.
Hello? I'm gonna just fucking shake it like a fucking 8-ball. Hello?
You can try having someone else talk to it.
There is no response from the hammer.
Fuck.
You could lick it.
Lick it.
The
Store it
hammer
away for-
flushes, but it doesn't respond.
It blushes.
Oh. It quivers in my hand.
You feel it shiver and grow warm.
The hammer's so sticky now.
Gross.
Oh, put the hammer away.
Why do you have to ruin all my magical artifacts?
Unsuccessful conversation with the magical hammer.
Are you staying in your room, or will you go downstairs?
I'm gonna go downstairs to the bar.
So then all of you gather at the bar, finally, after a busy morning. Yes? Valgrax.
I'm still there.
He never left.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Okay, you all head downstairs. Kimber and Kildron and Tom are sitting around the table. Thea, you walk into the tavern, and Valgrax, you walk downstairs into the main tavern hall.
I'm gonna go up to the bar top and get a drink.
I'm gonna go over with
Okay.
Thea.
Again, you get ale because like that's the only drink the barman has. Honestly,
I
that's
figured.
not that doesn't taste like horrible piss. But
What? Barman. Time out.
he looks
What?
over at you. Yes.
What does taste like horrible piss and will be a little bit stronger than just ale?
You want something. He puts the ale like he puts the ale mug down. He turns.
Sound kick.
Melinda! They want to taste your brew! You hear, like, some plates clatter and shit. As out walks this old woman.
Mmm.
Looks 100. She comes out.
Nice.
Oh my, your skin is burned, elf. I'll get you some of my best brew. And he goes back inside. And she goes back inside. And comes back with a vial about this big. Glass vial with a black liquid inside. She opens up her toothless mouth, and starts like peel off the thing before the barkeep like yanks it out and like pulls it on himself. Goes like, "I'll do it." Takes out a shot glass, yay big, puts it
Stop
down.
gumming my products.
Do you have relatives?
Not anymore.
He turns to Thea. Do you know this man?
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately.
The church is down a couple of blocks, with the graveyards next to it. He grabs another cup.
I'm gonna turn to him and turn to Valgrax and say, maybe start with one and see how you feel.
Oh,
He
the
pours.
second one isn't for me.
He pours both in, puts the plug inside. The grandma's like,
I'm gonna slide the second shot over to Thea.
Oh god, this is gonna be bad.
he, as he puts away the thing, goes like, "Okay, Ma, you can go back, Ma." And she like smacks us like, "Fuck that shit! I want to see."
Wow, Ma's profane.
Yeah, I
Feel
honestly
slightly
for
left out
shits
being
and
the
giggles,
alcoholic
I
and not
just-
getting any of this.
I for shits and giggles just want to see where this is gonna go, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink it.
Sláinte.
King.
You both die.
Both of you, please make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Two.
And you're dead. Hope you weren't attached to your characters.
What? A natural 20 for one, and a 13.
They're trying to find Constitution here. Constitution.
Save
Save.
also.
This is
Can
like
you
an
switch your camera on and off?
Yeah.
He's dead.
How is Thea right now, though? Because I got a natural
Yeah. How much health do you have, Thea?
38.
38?
Yeah.
Is that your max?
Yeah. Shit.
I gotta do some math. Hold on.
Oh, we just Volts. It's like NPCs. We just see 2 party members just die.
Who deals poison to people at a bar?
You asked for literally
Something
poison.
stronger than ale. That's not poison.
I just
I
feel
mean-
left out that I'm the party alcoholic and I don't get any.
You're welcome to try.
Oh, I don't know what you're doing. I'm sat there looking at Kimber because she stole my
Telegraph.
mug.
Belgrax. It tastes like water at first. Then it turns salty. Then it turns bitter. And then it turns spicy, like light spicy, like a little fucking, I don't know, jalapeno.
It's a slight
Not
taste
like-
of umami.
Oh,
You
we're talking about
slowly
heel-
feel the
spices
spice grow hotter and hotter and hotter as you feel a burp building up in your throat. I'm gonna say, for the sake of everything, you turn around and burp, not realizing that you just breathe out this cone of flame and burn down one of the wooden poles.
Can I go take Tome's milk and drink that?
You turn around to go for Tome's milk, and the pain hits your head.
Okay.
And now you begin to see Tome move in his seat. Float up and down. You see the walls begin to... Part of the wall approaches, the other goes further back. You see the floor begins to, like, turns into waves. You see, like, Kildron slowly turn towards you and, like, grow a bigger mustache. Like, twirls around, like, 30 different times. You see next to you
The hat starts, like, fractalizing.
Next to you stands Thea, holding a tiny straw in her hands, brushing his hair with, like, a tiny comb. You just see the floor turn to water underneath your feet, but you're standing on top of it, and you see a picture of a bearded man in a white toga from the other standing in the water suddenly appear next to you and wave to you. You feel like this rush of different emotions all of a sudden. Almost like you have the most extreme case of bipolar disorder. You feel like crying. You feel like getting
white toga.
like laughing. You just like go through this constant thing. What the rest of you see Belgrax fall down and start foaming in his mouth.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
In his mouth.
Okay, what about
After
Thea?
burning a pole. Belgrax, you go unconscious and you suffer one death saving. Actually, no, you suffer one death saving.
Kimber's instantly up and shoving a potion down his throat. Just
Thea.
instant.
Thea, hold on, I'm not done. Thea,
I'm not finished.
you feel the drink taste like water, then turn to salt, then turn to spice and grow hotter and hotter. You feel like, oh god, this is gonna get you, and you hear Belgrax go like, breathe out fire and just go boom boom on the ground. And you're like, oh shit, Belgrax is down. You suddenly cough. And you just cough out blood without realizing. As you like, for some strange reason, you like the blood though, it gives off this strange, very distinct smell of sweet, almost honey kind of smell to it. As you sniff it. And yeah, fuck. Yeah, as you sniff it,
Whack!
it smells like a healing potion.
Oh shit.
Your maximum HP is increased to 54
Hey!
Permanently?
for the duration of the day only.
Oh, damn.
This is called the Death's Ichor. It'll either kill you instantly or increase your health by half of your maximum HP.
Okay, but am I conscious enough to help Belgrax?
I'm gonna say no. You fall unconscious.
Okay.
No death saving throw needed. Belgrax, you immediately like your instincts kick in and you sort of get up, groggy as fuck. You just like see colors and like you don't longer. It's like you have the worst. Your visions like went down to like negative 20/20. You approach him and shove a poison down his mouth, and I mean not poison, potion down his mouth.
There's some more acid fire.
Let me finish the job, you bastard!
Yeah.
Belgrax, for the next
You
hour,
know my secrets!
for the next couple of, for the rest of the day, you are considered drunk.
Hey, so it's not just me.
Do I know I just almost died, or am I just so fucking shit-faced and past that point?
You are just like, you have no idea what just happened.
Okay.
It was, you either just saw the second coming of the gods, or you just saw the end of the world.
Is Thea unconscious on the floor as well now?
Yeah,
Or-
just like sort of slumps into the chair and like falls asleep instantly.
Oh, just as in falls asleep. I thought you meant like proper fucking full on.
No, she just like falls asleep. Like
Okay.
instantaneously.
That's
You hear the grandma go like, ah, he almost died, and like she like slams the guy's shoulders like, you see, I almost killed the elf boy. Walks away. The bartender turns to the rest of you, is like, I'm sorry. That's how she killed my father. Just avoid her stuff from.
What the fuck drink was that?
Want some?
I immediately look at Kimber and go,
No.
"Am I allowed?"
No.
No.
Oh,
No. Kimber's gonna be like, all right, come on, big boy, and help Beldrax up and up to the room to lay down.
No.
Stop hitting me.
Nope.
I'm gonna use Charm Person.
I
myself.
I just walk over and pick him up.
Kildren comes over and like does like a bear hug and lifts him over and like he like.
Yeah, just hold him over like.
Are you
I can like
Silence.
touch on both sides. My fingers and my
Yeah,
hands. both touch the
basically
ground
his
right now.
nose and his toes are just like dragging along the floor as I'm carrying him because.
Just gonna try to grab onto a banister as we're going up the stairs.
Sure, make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Can I use
Yeah,
Charm
okay.
Person to just be like, just stop. Just let us get you to, like, stop. Stop struggling.
What it-
You can
Did you
try
have to make-
lesser restoration.
I don't have
Holy
that.
shit!
Ah, fuck.
Kildren, you can do a strength check too if you want.
Okay,
I'm sure he'll beat 10.
just straight up strength.
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. 12.
You like he holds on to a banister and is like, and you drag him off. You like his nails scratching across the wood, and you hear the bartender goes like, "Please, not the wood. It's mahogany."
Ooh, mahogany.
He like sits down in his chair. You ladies, you see Kimber. You're the only person downstairs. He just like goes. One time I want normal customers.
We could send some
Like
more.
plop Belgrax on the bed, pat him on the head as well, and then leave.
Belgrax, you fall asleep before you even know it.
And there's my day.
What about the rest of you, folk?
I'm still unconscious, so someone's
I know.
gotta wake me up.
I'm mainly asking Kimber, what about the rest of you folk?
I know, right? And Tom's just kind of sitting there like, I'm gonna help
You
Tia
see
up to the room too.
Tom looks over at the now unattended mug of ale on the table.
Let him fucking
Aw.
drink it. I don't care. I'm gonna help Tia up and take her up to the room and be like, you need to sleep too.
Like,
Can't I just be woken up? I mean, I only have these temporary hit points for a day.
Oh.
you still need both of you need a short rest to get rid of your drunkenness effect.
Okay, that's an hour. So
Yeah, basically
so
an hour.
They both need to nap for an hour.
I just want to use these hit points while I have them.
Tom tries to chug down the ale as he realizes that it's just empty. It's like purely like every drop of it is gone. Just puts it down all sad and just like,
I guess technically we could kill off Tom if we gave him one of those drinks.
I've come
Just
back
in that.
from putting Belgrax to bed while she's taking up Thea. I sort of like look around and I pour like the tiniest little drop for Tom out of my personal stuff just so he can taste it. I'll be like, that's all you're getting, because I'll get told off otherwise.
he
And
grabs
he's
it, like,
unconscious.
the giant tankard like has like a little drop fall inside. And he's like,
It's got like this like on my glass. It's like up to here.
okay, yeah.
So it's like a few mouthfuls for a kid. For me, it'd be one.
He drinks it, puts it down, goes like, "Wow!" Bam on the table.
See?
I just shake my head and just go fucking lightweight, and then pick him up and carry him upstairs as well.
I rolled a 1 for his constitution saving throw.
When we go upstairs, I find Belgrax like on the table. So what not on the table, on the bed. So what I do is basically pull out a drawer and like stick a blanket in it and put Tome in there.
So you essentially,
Cover them both up with blankets, and then just go just walk off.
Aw.
also, I'd like to note that Belgrax is now hammered. Technically.
But,
Thank you.
That was such a late pun.
Alright, so you spend the next hour wasting your day away half drunk, half not, half wishing to be drunk. After about an hour or two, Belgrax you slowly come to.
so Kimber, rock, paper, scissors.
You once again see solid
Shut
shape.
this thing for an hour.
Feel the ground, and it is solid indeed. You feel your face, and it is still there. You look around for the man in the white toga and the beard, but he is nowhere to be seen.
I feel like you could start like an
He's gone
entire
for the
movement.
next party.
He'll probably be gone for about like 2,000 years or so, I'd bet. He'll come back though, for sure.
Oh, wait, was it actually Jesus? I
It was
presumed
Jesus
it
Christ, dude. That was a reference to fucking Peter walking on the water to Jesus.
meant- I just presumed that you were like making a reference to like the fucking toga party from like National Lampoon or some shit.
I don't know what National Lampoon is.
He's a baby.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
he's a baby.
Yeah, I forgot. Well, I barely know it because it's an American thing.
I don't watch black and white movies.
By black and white, he means 80s.
Basically, yes.
Was it 80s? I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. Like, it just
Point is, if it
because
doesn't have
like,
CGI, I don't watch it. If it doesn't have CGI, I don't watch it. That's my rule.
Moving
the
on.
earliest Disney release he'll watch is Beauty and the Beast.
Uh,
I was the one who had it all.
My God, I love that movie.
don't
Beauty-
start Kimber up. Anyway, Thea, you too wake up. You feel reinvigorated. You feel energetic. There's like adrenaline. You want to punch things.
I want to punch things.
Hooray! Another one.
Tom is like half asleep in his.
Draw.
It's like now, Tom, what you see is like his legs are in the drawer. His face is on the floor.
No, he's not in there. He's in with Belgrax because
Oh, I thought you tucked him into the drawer.
yeah, in the room with Belgrax because I forgot that he went in there, so I just put him in the room with us.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So he's currently with Belgrax.
Still, his feet are on the bed. His face is on the floor.
I'm gonna tuck him entirely into his drawer and then just push it in.
Oh, that's rude. Come on. He's a
Oh
kid.
my God, I was thinking that. I was like, just push it.
He doesn't make a sound. As you tuck him in, he seems very peaceful and happy. There's a little smile on his face, and he's quietly.
Just leave a note for him. Be back in 40 minutes.
Just take a chair and like jam it so he can't get down.
Find a nice barrel.
Cheapest babysitter ever.
But
Oh,
you have to think back then, like they were like airtight. So he's gonna suffocate eventually.
Open it a crack.
No.
Am I? Oh wait, me
Better
and
look at
Kimber are
that
downstairs at this point, I guess, or are we
Sure.
waiting in the rooms?
No, sure. Well, you tell me what you guys been doing.
Yeah, I'm not sitting in the room waiting. So Tia wakes up and I'm just like,
Hello.
"Good morning."
Hello.
She wakes up.
Downstairs
You're
waiting.
putting on her pajamas for her. What the fuck are you doing?
Thought you'd be more comfortable.
I thought you were drunk.
Thea, by the way, was in full leather armor.
And now you're in pajamas and you don't know how.
Well,
One of the reasons.
what are you guys gonna do now that you're finished with the drunk
Pres-
episode?
Presumably, we hear movement upstairs, so we'll go up and find them.
Oh no, you go upstairs. They come downstairs, and you meet up with the drunks, and you can explain to them as much of what happened as you want.
Before we go, should I make some air holes for the for the
For the
kid?
baby.
I didn't tell anybody.
He didn't
Oh,
tell
yeah.
anyone.
Hey, where's Tome, Belgrax?
Huh?
Where's Tome?
I don't know.
Little dwarf? Yay high?
I don't know. He's somewhere, I guess. I don't know.
Did we lose him?
I wander off upstairs to find him.
So I have a side quest. If anybody's interested. If not, I don't really care. But considering the show that y'all put on last night, he might be under the influence of what y'all drank, but I don't know.
What?
Well,
I mean, Thea's still pretty pissed at Kimber.
You hear a ksh, ksh, as like I've used
Wait,
my
why
axe
would
to
you
start
be
trying
pissed
to
at
put
me?
holes in the drawer.
You never told me that you woke up the dragon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We never talked.
Well, that wasn't information that I was willing to give away.
But now Thea knows it.
I know.
I come back down. The little dwarf's asleep. He's now got air holes.
Oh, that dwarf. Yeah, I put him in a cupboard.
You go check upstairs.
Here, I put it-
There's like a giant axe hole in the cupboard.
There's in the set of drawers. There's this giant
With some
gaping-
red crimson pouring out of the hole.
Yeah. Blood dribbling out.
No, I can't. I've got to say that I am quite accurate with my axe hits when I'm not in a rage. So I managed to
only took off
you can sort of see his face half through it, like just peacefully asleep. Like I probably missed him by an inch. But at least
Okay,
he's got
Kimber,
air.
side mission. What's the side mission?
So there's a guy at the church who he locked his son in the church because the son went crazy, and now he needs somebody to go in and get him. I don't know. It didn't sound important to me, but honestly, I don't know anymore.
Well, I'm not really good at exorcisms.
So, what will you do? What will you do? Your decision.
Do we want to do a side quest, or do we want to go ahead and head on and find this?
I'm good at exorcisms. Ha
Honestly, if this person needs help, Thea is naturally inclined to help them, so she'll do it.
Sounds good to me. I just
Alright, there's
Or-
3.
I'm stood by the door already.
There's a knock on the door of the tavern, and the door opens up. And the door, as the door opens up, in stands Thorn, the little boy.
Oh no.
He approaches the table,
Fuck!
reaches into his belt, and undoes a little pouch, and it's like, compliments of Lord Strahd. Puts it down, this little heavy, hefty pouch.
That's it.
What?
It was what? Sorry.
1,000
out.
Epsilon for your
1,000
use.
F1?
Wow. Didn't he already give us 500 though?
Lord Strahd thought it wasn't very generous of him. That he should maybe add some more to smooth over the animosities between you all.
Hey, 1,500.
I'm holding this big bag and I'm just like, which one of them's closest to me?
Which one of who?
Like the party, because I was like stood by the door and then this kid's just opened it. So
Who's the
I've
closest to him?
presumably taken it.
You tell me.
Nobody?
I sort of look and
I'll
think,
just say Belgrax.
Belgrax is the most likely to be able to catch. Whoop!
Yeah.
Just throw him the bag.
With his claws? Ah!
It's not yay big of a bag, just heavy as shit filled with coin.
So that's
Super. This
500
was
apiece.
750. You said, right?
1,000.
750.
100. I'm watching you, Belgrax.
Okay. I'll put it.
That's 250. That 250 better be there.
I don't know what we're talking about. Putting the money away.
Yes, you do. I nearly died like 2 hours ago.
No, you didn't. I did. You fucking ended up. You came out of this just fine. You came out of this harder, better, faster, stronger.
Anyway, we're going to the church.
Are you? Okay.
Yep.
Are we guys? Yeah.
Fine. You head towards the church. Past a couple of streets, and at the end of the town, at the north end of the town, you can, if you can see it on the map. At the north, western end of town, there stands a large stone church.
Oh, is that what it is
Behind
with
you
all
can
the
see-
extra fucking things around the back?
Yeah, it's the area marked as E5, if you're curious.
Yeah.
Around the back of the church are these massive, these two fences that go around, and you can see graves inside of there. But at the front of the church are these wooden doors that are now ajar slightly. There is no priest.
Huh. Guess he got bored and went in after him himself.
He got bored of waiting for his own son.
He's a crazy person that trapped his own son in a building. Like, in a church of all
Cool.
places.
Well,
I
the
woke up
person
and put my
itself,
hand
you
on
can
the door.
tell, is a pastor. He was a pastor. He had black robes and a little
He still
thing around his
locked
neck.
his own son in a church because he was crazy. So either he went in or it got out.
So, do we want to go check it out?
I'm already at the door.
So you go inside, Kildred?
No, I've just got my hand on the door, waiting to see what everyone else says about going in.
We want to go investigate, or what?
Can I open the door? Can I open the door?
What do you think, Grax?
I don't care. Go in. Don't.
Cool. I open the door.
Shit.
You open the door and the cold air hits you in the face. You see this long hallway stretched
Risk.
about 20 to 30 feet long. On either side there are these old rotting wooden doors, and at the far end is the main hall of the chapel. You can see at the far end there stands a man with black robes kneeling in front of the altar. You can hear his mumbles echoing back towards you. He seems to be saying some kind of a prayer, although the language it is you can't understand. Or rather you can. It's a very accented version of the common language.
What is he saying?
I will pray for my enemies.
The prayer essentially, Bale, you hear him just like kneeling over, you hear him just mutter to himself. In the name of the morning Lord, I beg of thee. In the name of the dark Lord, I beg of thee. In the name of the seven heavens, I beg of thee. And he keeps repeating like these different deity names. And he keeps asking for his son's soul to be reprieved, to be relieved, to be freed.
Are we all inside, or is just children?
You begin walking inside, I'm assuming, and stop me if you want to do anything else. You begin walking inside and walking towards him.
Good day. I am a wizard.
Do you shout that?
Yes.
I'll say this. Just before you shout that, you suddenly hear rattling of chain just below the floorboards, and you hear a sound from the floorboards just screaming, "Father!" The priest stops praying for a second, and then he resumes. A few seconds pass, and you hear once again, "Father, I'm hungry, please!" Priest stops, resumes. Then you shout, "I'm a wizard." The priest stops and turns his head towards you. "You came back!" He gets up and runs towards Kimber. His arms all forward. "You came back!"
Nope. She's like,
I'm
don't
gonna
touch.
swat his hands down.
Don't touch.
He pulls back. I'm sorry. Will you help my son? Will you help my Doru? Will you help my son? Please. Please.
Why aren't
Thea's,
you feeding him?
What's up with him?
yeah, Thea's gonna ask, why do you have him caged?
My son's gone mad.
What happened?
He attacked me. He tried to kill me. He attacked me after. My son was recruited in a service against the tyrant that ruled this land a while back. But when he came back, he wasn't the same man that he was when he left. He was twisted. He was mad. He was covered in blood. I had to lock him up. I was trying to pray to the Morning Lord to save us.
And so we appeared.
He steps back, his hand.
Maybe we can help.
Perhaps you are missionaries of the Morning Lord.
I
Perhaps
never
he
said
sent you.
that, but I mean,
We hold no position of the missionary.
You don't need to be a missionary too.
You broke the jam.
I hate you people so much.
No, you don't.
I don't.
I'm guessing your IRL group don't make as many like innuendos.
Are you
between-
kidding me? My IRL group includes a goblin that can see through time and space and can see the real world and talks about Best Buy in the middle of the game.
Oh, dude, that's fucking Baracus.
Ugh.
I-
Anyway, did he say who recruited him?
A group of mercenaries came by.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking mercenaries.
These fucking cunts, dude.
They were asking for reinforcements against the vampire that lived on in the castle.
And he joined them?
You know, young men, they're passionate about freedom, about stupid things.
What classical traits does he have?
Classical traits?
Ranger, paladin, healer, wizard.
How is he trained?
Does he have a job?
Sold?
He's just an altar boy. He barely knows how to hold up an axe to chop some wood.
Does he have any magical abilities?
Magic isn't something that we teach each other in Barovia. It's not such a common occurrence.
Then why would they recruit
Are you
an
the head
altar boy?
priest?
Word reached our village that there was a rebellion starting against Strahd, and my boy ran out and joined it before I could even talk him out of it.
So,
Please.
you want us to break the curse by any
I want
means
you-
necessary, or
I
save him?
want you to help. I want you to help my son. Please save his soul. I
We can
beg of
just
you.
kill him, and that'll save his soul.
No. No.
Jesus, Kimber.
He's my only son. He's the only thing I have left in this life. I beg of you to help me save him. Not through murder.
You have to understand, sir. None of us.
I'm sure with our magic powers we can think of something.
None of us are clerics. None of us have any.
It doesn't matter.
Something
You were sent
magic.
here. You were sent here by the Morning Lord, which means you have the power to help me.
He,
I prayed and he sent you. You have the power to help me. Help my son. Please, you have to do this for me. I beg
Dio's
of you.
gonna go down and look for the kid.
Can I look around the room
I'll
to see
follow.
if anything's
Well,
off
The-
about the church?
the chamber you're standing in, all the pews have been ransacked and destroyed. They're shattered to pieces. There's a rope that hangs right next to the priest. That leads up to the tower, to the bell tower. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not even sure this is a room.
Hey guys, this is a church.
It's like, I can't see anything. Apparently I'm blind now.
Kimber, make
My
a
eyes
wisdom
are
saving.
closed.
A wisdom saving throw?
Kimber, make a wisdom saving.
Suck it.
You feel a slight pain in your head, and you're just sort of like, you're out of it for a moment. So you can't quite your eye doesn't spy much. Just slight migraine.
Okay,
You-
hold on.
I'm suddenly
Can-
colorblind.
Can I
Ugh.
do the same thing and try
finally,
and,
someone else.
see if I can perceive or investigate anything about the
Of
church?
course, make an investigation check, please.
Hold on.
Ashley, can you turn your camera off and on again? It's just bugging me that your camera isn't there.
I can see her.
I can see her.
Oh.
16.
I can't.
That's weird.
You look around and you look through the room. It's a very simple and empty room. There's windows set in the walls that look into the graveyard beyond. And as you look through through the thing, just you look out into the graveyard and you can see it's very the sun's setting, so it's all orangish hue. There's all the graves are marked with different statues, angels, priests. There's one with a crying woman draped over the gravestone. And amongst all of them stands this one statue of a hooded man that faces you. That faces the church. And he seems out of place as he doesn't seem to be attached to any grave, the statue itself.
Oh, okay.
You look around the room some more, The rest of the room seems to be pretty clean and empty. There's the altar in the middle with a book of prayers, book of scripture in the middle on it. You look out the other window back into the same graveyard. There is no hooded statue in the graveyard.
My God, it's a weeping angel.
I was going to make the same joke.
Doctor Who. Ugh, shit, I have no idea where that statue went.
Anything else, you guys? Did anyone want to go to the basement? I heard.
Yeah, I thought me and Theo were going there.
Yeah, I mean, to check on the kid.
You approach the kid's bedroom and you open the bedroom and you see there's these walls are draped with the furniture's caked with blood. The bed itself is just like all half red, half white, and near there's like this one trap door that you grab and you tear it off, and as you tear it off, you hear like a Father, did you bring me food? There's a ladder leading into a dark basement. You head downstairs. Yes? Rex?
Did me and fucking Kimber hear the little kid just scream about food a second ago?
Yeah, all of you heard it.
We all heard it.
Oh, old man, what kind of church is this?
This is the Church of the Morning Lord, son. The blessed Father of the heavens and the blessed protector of Barovia.
I don't know anything about the Morning Lord. Does Kimber, do you know anything about the Morning
I'll-
Lord?
I can let you make a history check if you guys wish.
Can I
Do
do
I
a
have any-
religion check? That's the same
Would
thing.
Dia know? Would Dia know anything
let
about
you
it?
make. I can let you make a history or religion check. You choose.
I don't know anything.
Maybe some kind of a sun god, Kimber. That's about as far as your knowledge of it can go.
Can I insight check this old guy to see whether or not he's actually like the father of whatever's in the basement?
I rolled a 22 for religion.
Now, Thea, by the way, what the fuck is up with your big rolls? But Thea, you haven't heard the name Morning Lord, but you do know of the druidic. There's this concept of the spirit of the sun, which the druids revere. They don't worship as much as they revere. And you do know that in common urban areas, the spirit of the sun is given different names. Like in the bigger kingdoms, it's known as Pelor or Lathander. In other kingdoms, you assume that the Morning Lord could be another rendition of the spirit of the sun, which is essentially a benevolent god of life and good and light and all that good shit.
Okay.
You wanted to make an insight check? Yes, please do.
Yeah, I want to insight check the old guy and see if that what he's telling us about his son is actually what's going on.
Yes, make an insight check.
I need a potty break. I'll be right back.
I'm certainly trying. Fuck!
The old man seems worried. He's sweat. He has sweat on his brow. His cheeks are all sweating. He's really just. He wants this nightmare to be over. You can tell there's like just want to be over with this. Gilgron, do you descend into the basement?
Yep.
You step down. Do you have dark vision? I think you do, right?
I'm a dwarf, yes.
You step down into the darkness and you see there are these wooden pillars that hold up the actual church. About 7 feet up, so 7 feet to the ceiling. In the far end, you see some movement at the end of this basement. You hear like rattling of a chain. As you get downstairs, you see there's this like one staff leaning against the wall that is like sort of like a fork in the end of it, like a. It's almost like a. Fuck, what do you call it? It's like a two-pronged fork, like with a curved side. Like it's a staff that ends up with two curved prongs. Around the floor, you see there is blood, and as you walk forward, you feel something soft on your foot, and you look down, and there is a hand torn off with no body attached. And as your gaze continues across the floor, you see there's these bodies slumping on the sides, like about total of 4, maybe 5 bodies. And at the far end, there's a boy with black, stringy hair hanging off of him, curled up, just like covering his face with his hands, chain wrapped around him. Father, is that you? Have you
It
come
is
to
I,
me?
Kildran the Magnificent.
You're not my father.
No, he's upstairs.
He slowly stands up. You can see he's roughly the size of a. He's a medium-sized humanoid. Did
So
my
he's taller
father
than I am.
send you to feed me? He begins to walk forwards towards you.
He sent us here to try fix you. What's up with you, lad?
What do you need to feed on? Regular food?
Do you go downstairs
What?
as well? Do you go downstairs as well?
Yeah, I went with him.
Yeah, I'll go down there too.
His eyes dart to the ladies in the back. I just want some food.
Like rations or like
He grabs the hand.
souls of the damned?
He grabs the torn hand on the floor and holds it up. Food.
Do you mean like blood?
You don't look
Have any?
blue.
What did you say?
Do you have any?
I turn to
Not
Kimber. I'm
on
like,
tap.
he's not like the blue guy, is he?
Blue guy.
Yeah, the one that gave me this, and then pull out the axe.
No. No.
No, I was going to say he looks shorter. Put the axe away.
Does he look like pale or sickly?
Well, you are. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll tell you. Yes, he does look. By the way, Kimber, what is your source of light?
The light inside me from Jesus Christ. I guess you'll Papa produce flame.
Great. He is very sickly. He's very pale. You can see like his face is like all sweaty, skinny. He has blood trickling down the sides and down his neck and staining his whole shirt. His shirt itself has been ripped up and has like holes and missing patches in it. The master taught me to drink of this. Can you give me
Master?
some?
He's a vampire.
Please.
Yeah.
Count Chocula.
He walks a little more forward. Please. He walks closer.
I'm backing up.
Belgeist, where the fuck are you?
I'm still upstairs talking to the dad.
Oh, what do you say to the dad?
I mean, I just asked him a question a second ago about. I just insight checked him a second ago, so I don't know if I can do something else from here.
Well, he seems like terribly worried. You don't seem to get any like off vibe off of him.
I just like, what happened to your son to make him so sick you locked him in the basement?
He left to Ravenloft to fight against the tyrant Strahd.
Oh.
A week later, he came back like this.
Can you describe him for me?
I can show you something. Come with me. And he goes out the door and walks around the fence and he leads you out. He leads you to the graveyard. I'm gonna assume you go after him and stop me if you want to do anything else.
I sure do.
He reaches like this one open grave with a casket next to it. The casket is about 3 feet tall, and he pops it open and throws it to the side, and you see inside there is this tiny humanoid. Looks drained, cheeks sunken, eyes sunken, skinny as all hell, and he points to the body. This was the baker's child. Then my son found the baker's child. He needs to be helped. I beg of you, he needs to be helped.
Okay, this is not something that we can handle on our own, Kimber.
What were those scrolls that you found?
Fireball.
Last time.
Scroll, scroll of fireball.
Oh, yes.
Randomly while we're having this serious moment.
It was more, I was like, I wonder if anything could fix him, but, well, I guess that could work, in a sense.
The boy,
Burning him?
The boy comes closer. Please. He now stretches his hand to the person who hasn't moved back.
Me.
Kildron, then. He reaches his hand towards Kildron. Please, wizard.
Yes, I'm a wizard.
Food? Do you have some food? Please, I just need to feed once. Just a little bit more. Or the master will be angry just a little bit more.
The master?
The lord of the castle.
Okay.
Oh, we know that guy.
Thea's gonna go back
you ask him?
upstairs.
Back upstairs. Can you ask him to give me some food? I beg of you. I need to feed.
Yeah. I'm sure we can ask him. I pull out the plate that Strahd gave me, put it on the floor, and then start putting rations and stuff on it, and go. In the meantime, I've got this.
He looks at it funny.
Slide it over.
He falls on his knees, and as he reaches to touch the silver plate, his hands burn as he pulls back and goes back to the corner. You see him grab onto the wall and start climbing the backwards, climbing the wall and climb the ceiling, and just hiss at you. You lied to me.
No, he didn't. He didn't lie. He didn't know better. He doesn't know.
His wisdom modifier is really low.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
I now staring at my hands loudly go. Am I fireproof?
No, but you're not a vampire, so.
My wizard powers are getting stronger.
Can Thea do a perception check to see
Wait,
where
I
the
thought
pastor and
it was
Belgrax went?
werewolves that didn't like silver.
Wait, hold on. Thea, what do you want to do? Make a perception for what?
I just want to know where the pastor and Belgrax went.
Well, it's not that hard. You walk out and you can see through the windows. You see them stand.
There's a
actually,
big window in the wall.
Belgrax, the pastor leads you back into the temple. And at this point, Thea, you climb out of the hole and you meet. The pastor turns towards you. How's it going? Did you help him? Can you fix him?
I'm gonna walk right up to him and say, "How have you been feeding him? There are bodies down there. Who have you been feeding him?"
It's the duty of the father to make sure that his son is healthy.
So you pull random innocent people off the street and throw them down the hole?
I tried everything there was to help my son.
You couldn't have found an animal. You couldn't have gone hunting. They have blood running through their veins.
The only animals in Barovia eat old men like me.
You could have
This
hired
land is
somebody.
barren. It has no cows. It has no...
For an old man like yourself, you sure seemed able enough to throw somebody else down that hole.
So when you first talked to Kimber, was your plan to actually have her help you, or was she just his next meal?
He's been slouching a lot, so he now stands up straight. May I talk to my son for a moment?
No.
All right.
At this point, I'm gonna start taking out my fucking
I'm
short
up.
sword.
He looks down at your hand. I do hate when they are this perceptive. Roll initiative.
God damn
Son
it!
of a bitch.
As he
You
shouts.
guys aren't even here!
We're
as he turns and
downstairs.
shouts.
Yeah!
He turns and shouts, Daru! Time to feed! You instantly see the boy tears off the chain off his hands.
I'm gonna
slaps
scream
to the
for
floor,
Kimber and Kildron.
and looks up with his eyes now bloodshot.
They got their own
grab the
fucking
plate
problem
and launch
to
it
fix
at
right
him.
now.
22 for initiative.
Temporary.
Woo! First vampire fight!
3. Fuck!
What are these rolls, everybody?
You got a 15.
22.
6.
Yep, I see.
God dang it.
Half of you are rolling super high, half of you are rolling super low.
We balance out.
I haven't rolled. This is my first kind of decent roll all game. So it's been Thea's rolled well all game, and everyone else has just rolled like fucking dickhole.
Don't jinx it!
Starting with Thea. You hear the
Yeah.
you hear the priest shout this. Actually, yeah, you hear the priest shout this. You are essentially standing. You and Belgrax are standing. You're standing in front of him. Belgrax, you're standing to the right of the priest. You're standing in this about 10-foot wide hallway.
Okay,
Thea, you
so it's me and the priest
and
I
Bel.
don't, and Belgrax. I don't see like whoever he was calling to yet.
Well, no, you know that he was calling to his son, and the son is in the basement, which is through the hatch that's behind you.
Okay. I guess I can't do a melee strike as a bonus action, can I?
Not as a bonus, no, unless you have a special ability that lets you do that.
Okay.
You can't do that. You can do it if you're dual wielding weapons.
Well, I have 2 weapons, but I don't think I can do that.
Both have to be light weapons.
They are light weapons.
So you can dual wield them if you want.
But I still wouldn't be able to cast a spell.
Yes.
God, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I kind of want to wait to use a different spell until I
Belgrax,
see the.
Plan out your
The
turn
sun.
while you got it. Okay?
I'm going to reach over and touch Belgrax on the shoulder and cast Enhance Ability on him. And give him Bear's Endurance.
Which does what?
Gains 2d6 temporary hit points and has advantage on Constitution checks.
Means it can go longer.
Very well. You step to the side and you slap Belgrax in the shoulder, and Belgrax, you feel like something like the strength. Like you almost hear your muscles ripple under your shirt. As this happens, as you are like for a moment.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
One time you're supposed to roll high.
Huh?
One time you were supposed to roll high.
I know. See, it's like he said something, and now I'm cursed.
The priest, while you are busy doing this, the priest immediately backs away. He's even used disengage to back away, and just climbs the wall and disappears in the rafters above you.
Motherfucker.
You then suddenly hear the door behind you, the front door. Lock. Or close, at least. Down the stairs, Doro charges towards Kildron. You see his hands are now clawed and bloodied. He goes for your face.
Does he still have marks from where I gave him the plate?
His hands are slightly singed, yes.
Okay.
What's your armor rating?
11?
Haha. So you suffer 10 points of damage as he comes in and just like rakes you across the face 3-4 times. As he does so, he then puts his one hand around your neck and then he essentially puts his other hand on your face and tries to force your head back. You're now considered grappled.
Okay.
At the start of your turn, you can attempt to break out. Kimber, you see this thing jump onto... Wait, no, I completely skipped Belgrax. Belgrax, what do you do?
I have to do climb up the wall into out of sight.
Yep.
Do I know if Thea
Yes.
has dark vision or not?
I do.
She does, and you look up and you see what he did is he climbed onto the rafters, and there was essentially an opening in the wall, like in the roof, and he jumped through the roof and like opening and disappeared in there.
So he's no longer in the room; he's in the rafters.
Yes, you hear his footsteps like vaguely around the roof, and you see the door close, but you can't spot where exactly he is. At least not from just a generic like look about.
Okay. I'm gonna cast dark vision on myself as my bonus action,
Very well, you can see in the dark now.
and then I'm gonna tell Thea we should go downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start making my way downstairs.
And I'll follow
Okay.
behind.
You approach the the manhole. You begin to walk down. Kimber, this is your turn. What do you do?
She's
And Kildra, plan out your turn while you're waiting.
Yep.
she's going to try and grapple the other side of the vampire, like go make a vampire sandwich, and try to pull him back and like stab him in the neck. But that cancels her flame, so it just goes dark for her. Just
Okay, what are you gonna stab him? What are you gonna stab him with?
a dagger.
Okay, you grab him like make a strength check.
That's me and badly. I'm sorry, children.
Oh.
It's not a natural though. It's not a natural.
No natural one, so positives there.
I know, right?
You
Could've been
feel
worse.
you feel the bloody dirt under your feet, it, like slips under your from under your soles, and you can't stand firmly enough to yank him off. You still
Oh.
can stab him in the neck if you want.
Yes.
I just realized my armor class was written down wrong for some reason. It's a 15, not 11.
Well, I got a 16, so
Oh, okay, you'd still hit, yeah.
just
Sorry.
1 point above. That is that to hit him?
Yeah.
Well, he is in like stationary, so you have advantage.
Okay.
Hmm.
13.
What's your AC, Kimber?
12.
12?
Yep.
You pull back your dagger to go for his neck, and as you do, you see his head twitches up and looks up at you. His jaw hangs open, and he goes teeth first for your hand. Make a dex saving throw to pull back.
I'm feeling shit. Guess who's turning into a vampire tonight?
He bites down into your arm. Actually, no, never mind. I lied. You go for his neck, and as the last one you see he's jawing up, you like pull back instantly and just like essentially just like dive behind to the other side of him. You do fail to do any damage to him in that round, though.
We could use some help down here.
Kildran, you're being violently. Your face is being pushed back while he's like holding on to you. He's trying to like exposing your neck.
Is the silver plate within my reach?
It's at your feet.
Okay. Can I try grab it and slam him in the face with it?
I'm gonna say make an attack roll with advantage. Actually, no, it's an improvised attack, so it's disadvantage plus advantage. So regular attack roll.
Well, I took Tavern Brawler as a feat, so I'm proficient with improvised weapons.
Never mind then. So it's just advantage. Strength check with advantage.
Okay. Strength check. Strength.
The
check
one
with-
time this feat will come in handy right here.
Yep. Oof. 17.
That's perfect. You essentially slam the plate with like the raised up edge of the plate. You slam with your foot, causing it to like flip up for a second. Midair, grab it and slam it to the side of the vampire's face. You hear a sizzle come through as he starts screeching. He lets go of you automatically and shoots back. Both you and Kimber get an opportunity attack against him. Simple melee attack. 1. So make that. Also, Belgrax, do me a favor and do make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Sure.
I do believe
Oh,
you
shit,
got...
I just-
No, man, not Belgrax. Kildran. Because I do believe
Make
you
a
got
what?
attacked and suffered damage.
Oh yeah, shit. Fuck. Also, that last time when I was getting the strength sapped from me. Now that I have had a long rest, that's gone, isn't it?
Yes, it should be. Yes.
Right. Okay. Fine. Just so I can change my strength back to 20. There we go. Right. Wisdom save. Oh god. Oh god.
As the vampire pulls back, your eyes just turn. Everything turns red. Like you begin to see instead of black and white, like how dark vision works, you see in red and black. And you pull
The
out
only time I can ever see the color red.
It's very thematic, yes. And you charge for the vampire.
Yep. Well, that means because I've got my my second attack that I can still use.
You can. So you want to use your second attack against the vampire?
Yeah, this time I've because I've gone into the like complete mad thing. I've used my bonus. I used my bonus to go into a rage.
Okay, and your second
And
attack?
Use my second attack to smash him with a berserker axe.
Make an attack, make a damage. And Thea and Belgrax, you make downstairs and you see Kilrun just pulls out axe and just goes Braveheart on the vampire. Thea,
14.
Thea and Belgrax, that's in that order. What do you do? What do you guys do? Yeah, you charge up with your axe, and as you go for it to hit, the vampire jumps backwards and the axe slams into the floor.
Shit.
You still do get an opportunity attack, so you can attack one more time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Thea and Belgrax, what do you guys do?
I guess I'm gonna just rush up and try and take a swipe.
This
at it.
one's a 23.
Okay, you rush around. What are you gonna swing with?
My lightning scimitar.
Great. And Belgrax? So make the roll and roll the damage.
What kind of a door did we just come through?
It is a wooden hatch.
All right, I'm gonna just try to secure the wooden hatch and just hold that shut.
Oh, so you're gonna stay at the wooden hatch and like hold the shot?
Correct.
What,
So-
what
so-
hold- what do you hold?
Right.
Wait. What shot are you holding?
Huh?
The hatch that we just came through, so fucking Papa Dickface can't come through the floor.
Yeah, but what? Oh, you're holding. Oh, never mind. I misheard you. Okay. And no, Thea, you don't have advantage. Why did you attack twice?
I wasn't trying to. I thought if I clicked on the damage, it would roll damage. So ignore the 24. That was
Oh, okay.
my fault with roll 20.
All right. So you stand up there at the trapdoor, holding it open, and as
Holding
Thea,
it
as you
shut.
holding it shut.
Yeah, I don't want Papa Dickface to come downstairs.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. You
That was apparently the wrong answer.
make a strength check. Make a strength check, Belgrax. To see how tough you are.
Because
yes,
he's gonna stand there and be like, sure,
You
come
hold
on in.
up the axe and you charge forward. The first swing misses. You go around right into the ribs and you dig the axe as far as deep as you can. Roll the damage. Actually, you did roll the damage. 14. Fuck me. As you like twist the axe and pull back out, you see like a chunk of the meat, chunk of the side flesh itself, like flaps down on the ground. You try to charge around with the scimitar in hand, but the creature immediately sees the flashing blue sword, turns around and darts up the wall towards the ceiling. Belgrax, you stand there holding the door shut tight. You hear footsteps just above you.
I mean, I do have gravity on my side, so is it like gravity advantage?
You hear footsteps above you. You hear a person. You hear a voice. And you hear a voice say from above, "Now you can't get out." You hear rumbling of furniture just above you, and you suddenly feel like the hatch just got a lot heavier than it was before.
Oh. Well, great. I'm gonna let go of the hatch then.
You let go of the hatch, and you begin to hear chanting from upstairs.
Oh.
You're more Wi-Fi.
This time, you do speak Abyssal, so you do hear the words in Abyssal. It is an old song, because a lot of demon spells are just basically songs. The Song of Awakening, it is called. Essentially, there's no literal translation to it, but it essentially is a song about a boy that gets about like a teenage guy that gets burned alive and is resurrected as a demon. And as the song continues, you begin to see the few torn bodies on the ground slowly start picking back up. They use the wooden banisters to pull themselves up, and they turn towards you. You see these like yellow glowing eyes in the darkness.
This isn't a magical effect, is it?
Why are you asking?
Just for future references.
It is a spell, if that's what you mean. It is definitely a spell. Now then, Kildron. You
Yeah.
are all outraged, and the guy's about 7 foot up and attached to the ceiling, Spider-Man style. And Kimber, plan out your movement. Prepare
Did
the
you
roll.
take the 14 damage off him from when I smacked him?
Yes,
with
I did. Yes, I did.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Like I told you, a chunk of meat fell off of him already.
Oh right. Okay. I missed that. Sorry. Wait. Whose turn is it now?
Yours.
Mine. Oh.
What do you do?
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
After the priest is you.
I thought after the priest it was. No. Wait. Oh.
Thea had her turn.
Yeah.
So did Belgrax. Then the priest. Actually, you're right. It's the vampire's turn before the priest. Thank you for reminding me.
And then I thought
Thanks.
Kimber got higher than me, so I thought I was last.
No, Kimber got lower than you.
No, Kimber
Oh,
got
no, she
6.
got
I
higher.
got 3.
Never mind. I completely missed that. Kimber's turn is next. Doesn't matter. The vampire's gonna look around and he's gonna spot. I'm gonna say make a perception check. Okay, yeah, definitely. He looks around for the person who cannot see, and he looks over at Kimber
Shit.
and sees that Kimber's just like, "What the hell, guy?" And he's gonna essentially pounce off the wall onto Kimber. First, make a grapple check. Kimber, what is your AC? Actually, no, scratch that. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
It's not that high of a DC. It should be good.
I have a -1.
12.
Yeah, -1 druids.
If only you had a 0, you would have beaten the check. The creature leaps off the wall, claws in hand, dives onto you, like essentially rams you to the ground, pushes your face aside, and goes teeth first to your neck. So he's gonna make a bite attack, which is, since you're pinned down, it is with advantage and succeeds. Let's see. Necrotic. Okay, so you suffer. First off, you suffer 6 points of piercing damage.
How much?
6 piercing,
Okay.
and you suffer 11 necrotic. And the necrotic is depleted from your maximum health, not your main general health. So your maximum health drops by 11, and another
Okay.
6 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to figure out last time when we were talking about necrotic.
Oh no!
That goes away at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, but basically it depends. Like for example, vampires necrotic drains the maximum health. Other times it
Oh,
might
okay.
not. It
Right. That's what
changes
confused me.
monster to monster basis.
Like I thought it was like all necrotic damage that did that.
No, it's unique to like some, but like not to all.
Right. Okay. It'll specifically say.
Now then, Kimber, you are pinned down. This thing's at your neck. You feel sharp pain in your throat. What you gonna do when they
Yeah,
come for
I
you?
had something planned, but then you just fucked it up. So
Vampires. What you gonna
I'm gonna
do?
go
Sorry.
with she's gonna shift into a brown bear, like mid pin.
Okay.
And then let me pull it up. Her claw attack, I'm gonna do that. So she's gonna try and claw at him while he's on there.
Make an attack roll.
Would it be one for each? One each paw?
Yes. You do have advantage on them, all of them.
Sweet.
So make all the attack rolls, and then afterwards follow it up with a strength saving throw. Actually, just tell me what your strength score is.
Wait, strength score or what I hit?
What's your strength score?
It's a 19 strength.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
attack
You
scores are 23 and 13.
Your force only grows massive under him, and as you go with one paw, he grabs the paw and tries to push it back down, and as he does so, your other paw comes around, rams him across the face, and you see his cheek just gets tattered, and you see there's long openings in his cheek, and his teeth are visible through. And he takes a slap to the side and slowly turns back to you. Starts trying to wrestle with your snout. Now, Kildron, you're blood raged. There's a vampire on a bear. 2 beasts. You need to slaughter them both. What do you do?
Presumably, because of the way everyone was, the vampire is still technically closer to me. So I just run up to the closest thing and just start smacking it with the axe, like in a complete.
Currently, just because the vampire was the person to trigger your berserk, you're going after him until he's dead. Then it's the next.
Do you want the damage for that 23?
I do, definitely. Please.
11.
So I guess two attacks on the vampire then.
Nice, guys, nice. Okay, then make 2 attacks against the vampire. And Thea, what are you gonna do?
Well, Thea speaks Abyssal too,
21.
so she would have heard the song, the chanting. So
19.
and seen the bodies moving, so she's
Yes.
gonna...
Oh, before we continue, I apologize. The shambling bodies, they all get up and they charge various targets. One's gonna go after Thea. One's gonna go after Kildron.
Okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, there's 2 bodies. So one after Thea, one after Kildron. So the one after Thea is gonna. You see him coming, and he like holds up his hand. He's like broken down hand, and he swings it at you. He makes attack roll 21. I'm guessing that hits.
Yep.
With a damage of only 2. He just rams you in the shoulder, and he goes around with his other hand to swing again. This time making an attack roll of 20 and 3 damage. So he essentially punches you a couple times in the face. He like starts pushing himself against you. Kildron, the other one, jumps towards you. He like, throws his whole body at you and like crumbles just before reaching you and starts crawling towards you, wrapping his arms around your leg. What do you want to do?
Well, I've already taken the 2 attacks against the vampire.
Both hit. You can roll damage.
Cool.
And Kibber, your turn. I mean, no, sorry.
15. A
Wait,
19 and an
my
18.
turn?
It's Thea's turn. It's Thea's turn next. Great. So you drag the corpse that is like hanging off your leg, and ignoring him. You lift up the axe and you start slamming him down against the spine of the creature. He like lets go of Kimber's, like lets out a screech as you like just rend his back. Yeah, he fails. He essentially lets go and like drops off of Kimber and tries to back away from you, Kildron. Now terrified of you. Yes, Thea, it's your turn. And after Thea, it's Belgrax. Belgrax, tell me, prepare your plan and like maybe roll your dice too while you're at it.
Okay, so dispel magic.
If you want. Shh. Okay.
It was a magical effect. That's what I was asking.
Well, here's the thing. Dispel magic works on an effect that's constant.
Okay.
Tell you what, I'll allow it. Make a. We'll do it this way. What do you use for spell casting?
What do you mean? What I use for
Stat.
spell
What stat do you use?
Oh, wisdom.
All right, then you make a wisdom saving throw against the opponent.
14.
I apologize, but I also got 14.
Damn.
That means another one. You are to beat a very high number.
Jeez Louise.
Nope.
You focus on trying to cast Dispel Magic as you like push this zombie away from you. Your spell doesn't seem to have any direct effect, unfortunately.
Okay, so I still have a bonus action though, right?
Yes, you do.
Am I in melee with the dead creature?
Do what, the dead creature?
Am I in melee range? So if I moved, he would get an attack.
He's literally you're holding up his hands. He's like face to face with you. He's like trying to grab onto you.
Okay, because I wanted to make a break through the vampire.
You can disengage. Oh wait, no, you can't. Not as a
I
bonus.
can't. No, not as bonus.
Tell you what, I'll let you make a strength saving. Since this is an unintelligent creature, I'll allow you to make a strength check against his strength to see if you can push him away. Only because this creature's unintelligent.
Nope. 13.
You push him away as you turn around and make a break for the vampire. I got a
Okay.
5.
Okay, so then I still have a bonus action, or no?
No, that was your bonus action. I used your bonus action for that.
Okay.
But you are now approaching vampire. You see, like, there's a undead creature grasping onto Kildron's leg as he's like now stepping over the bear to like go kill the vampire. Speaking of Dragonborn, you are standing at the far end near the ladder. You see this whole mess go in front of you. What are you gonna do?
Right. So my question is, before I went downstairs, since I had the dark vision, do I know what type of furniture was in the area so I would know what's on top of the latch?
Well, there was a bed and a wardrobe. So, one or both.
How big was the latch?
The latch is about, I want to say, 3 by 3.
Is it a ladder, not a set of stairs?
It's a ladder.
Oh. Hold on.
I'll get back to you in a bit. After him, it is Kimber. Actually, I apologize. It is the vampire who backs away from Kimber, so Kimber will get a free swing at him. And so does Kildron, actually. Both of you get free swings at him. As he backs the hell away. Also, actually, never mind. Thea also approached him, so Thea, you get a free swing as well.
Okay, just basic melee.
Basic melee with whatever weapon you're holding in your hands.
That would be my. Yeah, well.
So Kimber, you essentially try to like
No.
in the leg as he backs away. Thea, you run up as he's backing off. You run up and try to swing at him, but again he like turns around, darts away. Kildron, did you make your attack?
Oh, wait, what?
You get a free swing at him because he's backing away. Opportunity attack.
Oh, cool. Right, hold on.
Oh shit! I completely forgot.
What's that?
No, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you in a bit.
That doesn't sound good.
Roll.
Boom. 14.
He backs away, and you like towards your axe once again swings right past his face. He backs away against the wall, and he smiles at you. And you see through his grin, you see his torn cheek, tattered cheek. The wounds start covering up, and they start closing back up. And he smiles at you. My father did send me food. And he climbs up the wall once again, and this time he's gonna make a jump. Well, Kildron's standing. He looks around the room and he spots Belgrax. So he's gonna make a run for Belgrax up like over the wall, and he's gonna make a dash jump on you. So make a strength check, Belgrax. You gotta suck real bad to not make this one.
Oh. We'll see.
Thank you. He jumps towards you as you essentially, you almost like grab onto his arms and like force him onto the ground. As he falls sideways, he gets back up and swings. You hear like a shoulder crack. He gets up and like he suffers like a 1d4 damage. 4 damage. He gets up and like swings his other non-broken hand at Belgrax's face. Is your armor by any chance 13?
Yeah, it's higher.
Okay then. You again step back and the swing just like goes right past your face as he screeches at you once again. The undead is gonna continue marching towards Thea, and it's back up to Kimber's turn.
Can I take my turn now?
Oh yeah, shit, you skipped on your turn. Yes, what did you want to do?
Can I fire breath the little fucker?
Yes, you may. I think it's a dexterity saving throw on my part. I have got a 18.
A what?
18.
I'm sure that passes. Let me see.
Then you roll your damage.
8 con proficiency. My con is 3. Proficiency is also that's gonna pass for sure.
Then roll damage, please.
Okay, 2.
I do love vampires.
Damage on a failed save and half as much. Okay. Should be taking half of 6. She take 3 points.
Actually, okay, yeah, that's great. You breathe out and ducks under it, and you like singe his hair. Just quickly, retcon the bit about his cheek healing. Retcon the bit. I forgot something.
Okay.
You do not see his wounds heal. Not with this one. Anywho.
Not with this one.
He ducks under your breath and dodges it. Kimber, now it's your turn. And Kildron, prepare your turn. Thea,
Okay.
same with you. What is it?
How far away is he from me now?
Well, you're on the ground. He's about 10 feet, 10, 15 feet all the other way.
Just as a bonus action, can I harness mark him?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
That said, you're also prone, so you'll have to use 15 feet to get up on you. Or like, however, your speed's half.
I'm
Not you.
prone?
Me.
Kimber.
Oh, okay.
Speed. Okay, so
Half your speed to get up, and he's about 10 to 15 feet away from you.
okay, it's still I'll still make it.
Yeah, you will.
So I'm gonna use multi-attack so I can bite and claw twice.
Very well. Roll all the attacks and roll the damages.
Oops. 1, 2, 3. So the 21 makes it.
We'll make one attack roll for the. Let's say for the bite.
The first one's the bite. The second two are claws.
Does it matter? Aren't they? Are they all the same?
Yeah, basically.
Then make an attack for the bite. It doesn't matter. Just like roll damage for one of them.
Okay.
And if you want, since it is a bite, I'll let you grab onto him.
Okay.
Like essentially, grapple his leg.
1d4. Sorry, I'm
Kill
having to
her.
manually type everything.
Kildra,
Mm-hmm.
what you do?
Um,
You see the vampire climb up the wall and run away from you the other way.
I run after him. How
Okay.
high up?
Well, he's now landed on the ground. He landed next to Belgrax.
Okay. I basically like run up to him like because I can move 35 feet. So
You can move since you have a zombie attached to your leg. You can only move half that.
oh yeah,
So
fair
I'd
point.
say, like,
Fair point.
17.
I'll
or
in
You
that
still
case I get
you still make it to him.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll get rid of the zombie, but I can't
Sure.
because I'm in like a berserk rage. Well, then again, someone's grappled me, so I guess I'll attack the zombie to get rid of him, and then go after the vampire.
Okay, make an attack roll. Make a basic attack roll.
So 18.
You look down at the zombie on your leg, and you just you essentially hold your axe upside down. You hold it over its head, and you let it go. And the axe just pancakes his face, and you see the giblets fly to the sides. And as the zombie body sinks to the ground under the weight of the axe, you pull up the axe. It doesn't even matter what the damage is, buddy. These things are.
I know. I was just curious.
You pull up the axe again off as you pull up the axe, you just see the white end of his spine, and you twist it around. And you charge towards the vampire. You can make one more attack roll if you see fit
Okay.
against El Vampire.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Roll damage. That's great. Kimber, as you charge the vampire, and as you charge, you essentially go up to him and you try to swing once and swing twice, and the vampire backs up against the wall, and before he has anywhere to run, you dive down and bite into his lower, into his kneecap, and start tearing it off with your teeth. The vampire holds onto your head, trying to push you off, and at this moment, you all hear from the far end the roaring Kildron, almost like a knight on a horse with a lance, charging forward with his axe. And Kildron, as you come over, you ram your axe right to the chest of the vampire. How do you want to execute the vampire?
Hey! I want to run at him, bring the axe down, cleaving into the chest, and then rip it back up to try and take the head off at the same time.
Okay, so you bring it at an angle through his neck, all the way into the chest. And as you twist it up, you slash it the other side to essentially carve out the head in the middle. You see this gush of blood. You hear the cracking of bone as your axe melts through his bones, basically, until finally his head slumps against the wall and falls to the side with this extended chunks of meat that hang out of it, and the head falls the head falls on the ground, and the body just slumps down, leaving a streak of blood and a bloody taste in Kimber's mouth. You look down at the next person next to you, and it's a giant bear. What an animal! I heard, you know what you heard, Kildron? You heard that bear meat tastes real good. No one have some for yourself.
Okay.
Thea! Actually, no, I apologize. Zombies! The zombie attacks Thea from the back.
Zombies!
Actually, not from the back. It keeps coming to in front of you. So he's like, you're facing it, so it comes towards you, hands and all. He rolled a 13. Is that by any chance good?
15.
All right, then he's like starts swinging his arms at you, but this time you're ready. You like swat them off to the side like it's nothing. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
I guess I'm just gonna try and take a swipe at him with my sword. Since he's right in front of me.
Make an attack roll.
It's gonna fail. Oh, 20.
Roll damage.
Okay, so that's 1d. So that's 3d6. Okay, hold on. Eight.
As he comes over, flinging his arms, you swat the first one and you take the chance. As he like using his momentum, you stop and you swing the scimitar across his stomach. Because you've channeling your training as a druid when cutting grass that's too strong. You almost farm his guts out with a scimitar and like slash across his gut. You see like this chunk opens up and his guts just like flip out, fall, like dangle out. As the creature looks down and like starts like trying to pick it up. Like without realizing his weight of his upper body weighs him down, like he starts breaking in half and collapses with only his legs like falling down without a torso. Back up to Belgrax. You see the vampire gets decimated. Kildron just killed it.
Okay.
Kimber. I'm gonna just keep going. If you want to do anything, tell me. Kimber.
Good.
You see the vampire above you just get decimated by Kildron. You let go of the leg.
What are you doing, Belgrax?
I'm gonna try going back to the latch then. If vampire's dead, I like to try going back upstairs.
Make a strength check at the latch.
I mean, is there a way I can like attack the latch to make it a little lessen its integrity a little bit, make it weaker?
I mean, the latch isn't the problem. The problem is what's above the latch. You can easily break the latch. It's old as shit. All you need to do is like put a sword and like just wedge it a bit. So I guess again, make a strength check and you can undo the latch. Kildron, make an attack roll, please.
Wait, it's Kimber's turn first, isn't it?
Oh, you're doing something else? I thought you were under. Okay, my apologies. Yes, you shove the sword in like where like the back end of the latch, and you just like pivot it, and you hear like the little thing go, and the latch just, like loosens. And as you pull out the sword, you can like you like shove your claws into the edges and like yank out the latch in its entirety, and just toss it to the side.
So I feel like the door. So the door's like gone now. It's just
hole now. There's like a 3-foot hole now, and there's like the leg of a bed block. Oh, like not a leg, but like the bottom of a bed blocking it. Because it is like it's an old-fashioned bed, so it's just like a block of wood basically. It's not like on legs. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do, Belgrax?
I mean, can't do anything else other than taking that down.
I guess you can try pushing it with your claws.
Pushing the. All right. I mean, if I can try pushing the bed this turn, I'll try pushing the bed. But
sure, make a strength check. Like you almost like a cat, you, like scratch at the wood, trying to like trying to dig in your fingers to like start pushing it, and it is hard because it is heavy. But I mean, you make a slight slow progress. Kimber, what would you like to do? You let go of the bloody kneecap in your mouth.
She's gonna help Belgrax, like she's gonna stand and move, and still in bear form, still try to like move the bed.
It is like about 7 feet tall, so you'll have to climb onto the ladder.
I'm a bear.
Exactly.
Aren't I like 9 feet tall?
Are you?
I'm a brown bear.
Is a brown bear 9 feet? Ah!
That's a good question. I'm gonna Google it.
I'll look it up.
How tall are brown bears?
It's 2 to 5 feet.
What?
That's like a dog.
Connites can stand more than 10 feet.
Is that a black bear or a brown bear you looked up?
Tall on their hind legs and 5 feet when they're all on fours. So I can stand 10 feet tall.
Oh, never mind. That's the sitting.
Yeah,
God
5 feet
damn
if
it,
I'm all on
Google, you-
4s. If I'm standing, I'm at 10.
quadrupedal.
Never mind. You're good. You're good. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can stand up. And Belgrax, you see this bear stand up behind you and like start like pushing away the bear. Make a strength check, kill Kimber, using the bear strength.
I know, I did.
Okay. Yeah, you
Where are
two
the bonuses?
start like pushing like both of you scratch away. Kildron, there's a massive hairy beast behind you.
Yeah, I'm like still in an utter berserk fury, and by the sounds of it, I guess that the bear is the closest thing to me.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm attacking the bear then.
Yep.
Sake.
God damn it.
A 12 and a 25. Do either of those hit?
They both hit.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh. All damage.
17 and a 12.
You turn around and start clobbering the bear in the gut as it's trying to like.
So
push
you
away.
take 29 slashing damage.
The bear's bleeding out.
He steps back. You roar like, oh! It's like as this dwarf is like madly swinging an axe,
Ah!
like a crazy Canadian wood chopper. Belgrax and Thea, the two of you see Kildron starts attacking Kimber the bear, violently so. Anything you two will do?
Is there any way I can snap him out of his rage?
You can try anything you want. I don't know.
I'm gonna try hold person on him.
Belgrax. Okay. What saving throw is for that?
It's a
It'd be
wisdom.
So make up another
Yeah,
wisdom
no,
saving
I'm not passing that.
throw. Let's hope you're not.
Oh, for fuck's sake! The one time I don't fucking need it! Christ.
He seems to be too enraged to be able to get out to stop his
Hold on.
fury. Belgrax, just quickly pick a number between 1 through 54.
Through what?
1 through
54.
Do you have the count to what I'm right to whatever number I pick again?
Yes.
Hmm.
So wait,
Let's
is
go.
is
52.
Kimber unconscious?
52?
No,
Sure.
Okay.
I'm still conscious. Barely, but still conscious.
Barely.
Word of mouth.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Really interesting. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Whose turn is it now after Kildron? Oh yeah. Back up to... Yeah. Oh yeah, you tried hold person. Belgrax, it is your turn.
Am I through the upstairs?
You are at the top of the ladder pushing this bed.
Is the bed out of the way now? Can I get through it, or does the bed gotta keep getting moved?
Make one more strength check and I'll tell you.
Cunt.
The bed is out of the way, but the ladder breaks under your feet. You fall down. That's not a big deal. You suffer only 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on your ass.
How tall is this ladder?
It's 7 foot tall.
I got 6 points of damage from falling 7 feet.
Fine, good
He,
point.
la-
That's a fair
he,
point.
la- he lands
7
on the
feet
bleeding
tall.
bear.
He bruises his tail.
3 points of damage. You bruise your tail. You bruise your tailbone.
Ooh.
Don't
But as you
think you can.
now you are at Kildron's level. Kildron, I'll let you choose who you want to attack. Belgrax or Kimber.
Wait, hold on. It's Kimber needs to do stuff first.
No, I'm just saying when it's your turn. When it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bed is out the way, but Belgrax, you still have some actions. You
I
can still act if you want.
don't have a. I don't know what to do besides shift back. Yeah, she's just gonna shift back into human form and be like, "What the fuck, Kildron? Seriously!"
Kildron, the bear just got easier to kill. It no longer has claws. Belgrax, you still have an action if you want to use it.
And it's squishy.
And a bonus action and movement and whatever else.
I mean, do I know that fucking Kildren's gonna attack me?
I mean, you are right next to
You've seen this before. I attacked you, remember?
Yeah, once though. Like, I don't know. Has it been enough time for me to understand that he's just in a blind fucking fury and attacking anybody in fucking front of him?
I'll tell you what.
Well, the conversation that we had afterwards
make a
was
base intelligence
I
check,
don't remember.
or make a base wisdom check.
Wisdom?
I was going to say, I remember afterwards me waking up and being like, hey guys, why am I on the floor? And then you were all like, you just fucking attacked Belgrax. And I'm like, did I? And then Kimber going like, you've attacked me before. I'm like, what?
Based on Belgrax's last reaction, you can assume this is some kind of a mental tick he might have. But like, what's the exact trigger and/or nature of this? You can't quite distinguish.
No.
But there, you can easily suspect there's some kind of like a anger issue in Belgrax.
But I can get that there's a potential for attack to come at me from him.
Yes. You
Super.
guess that there's a potential from him to attack any one of you at this point.
Can I take out my grappling hook and try to lasso his legs?
You may make an attack roll. And see if you
What's
can hit
that?
him with a lasso, that is.
What am I rolling?
Use dexterity. Use dexterity for your modifier.
Any proficiency on this or no?
I don't think you're proficient with lasso, so no.
Yeah, that'd be a no. Dex for this 3. Plus 3. Fuck me.
Kildron, is that your AC?
My
6?
AC is 15.
Kildron, you see this rope land next to you, and you follow your eyes bloodshot, follow the rope, and you see at the far end there is a demon sitting with a rope in his hands, blood in his mouth and fire in his eyes, ready to swallow you whole. You ready to kill either that or the shape-shifting doppelganger that lies on the ground in front of you.
Which is closest to me?
Both are equidistant. You can choose.
I just start swinging my axe around and presumably hit one each.
You hit each of them once,
Yeah, I guess.
then make 2 attack rolls against. Well, first one against Belgrax, second one against Kimber. Thea, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try hold person again.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
fucking
sure
hits.
that hits you.
Belgrax, you are hit. The first axe, he swings around across your. You hold up your arms and you just rams into your shoulder. You feel
That's
sharp
a 9.
pain.
9 slashing
The second
damage.
one, the second one-
Does 15 hit Kimber?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Fuck's
Roll
sake.
damage for Kimber. As you pull back the axe and you go around the other side and you see Kimber on the ground
Fucking sick.
I'm unconscious. Ow.
and you ram it into Kimber's gut. And as you pull back, streaks of blood flying. Kimber's like coughs out blood and falls back on the ground. Kimber,
Someone either knock me out or take my fucking potions.
well, first off, Kildron, make a wisdom saving.
I'm at exactly 0.
Do me a favor, Kimber. Make a death saving throw. Just one.
Make a wisdom save.
Yeah, you, Kildron, you're being held person by Thea, so make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Does that pass
sake.
again?
Nope.
Did
Oh,
he
so now I'm finally held in check.
wait, did he beat your score or not?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, so he's
He's
held.
held right now.
Right, so I've attacked both of them and then just stuck, and I'm like, ah!
Pull back your
What?
axe, blood streaks flying out, and as you turn back to ram ram Belgrax again, you just like Belgrax, you this axe come down and stop just between your horns, just above your forehead. As Kildron, his eyes bloodshot, is twitching above you.
Seeing Kimber go down while I'm holding him, can I do a healing word since it's not concentration and it's a bonus action?
Of course you
Should
may.
be able to. Yeah.
But while you're doing that, Kimber, You feel cold. Bottom in the base of this dungeon. And you hear a faint whisper, Kimber. A very faint whisper about, what slowly turns into a sob more than anything else. The sobbing voice whispers, "Oh no." The sobbing voice turns into, takes form of a woman wearing golden armor. Not golden armor, a woman with these. Yeah, we're wearing golden armor, essentially chained up to this massive column in the middle of this giant empty canyon, and the voice behind you whispers, "Welcome to my eternal domain." Feel cold stone hands wrap around your throat as you feel the pain of your stomach wound. The hands almost begin to choke you. Your soul now belongs to this land. It belongs. Shall you take upon my offer, or shall you be cursed for eternity?
What offer?
Your soul for eternal servitude. In turn, you will live a life of a mortal creature.
I'm already immortal.
You will not rise of this sleep as a mortal creature. You will rise as a brain-dead husk.
No, kill me.
I do remember there was and he runs his hand over the bite in your neck. A little incident. I am offering you a freedom from the burden brought upon by this wound.
So, vampire or zombie? Those are my
No.
options.
Your option: vampire that serves the Dark Lord that lives in the castle, or a free mortal woman.
But you said you're gonna turn me into a husk.
I said you will turn into a husk if you do not take my offer.
But I'm already a mortal woman. I don't understand him.
Grabs you by the shoulders and turns you around. You see this skeletal figure in long red robes. He grabs you by the head and twists your head towards him to look at his empty, hollowed out eyes with red beams of light. I will take away your soul and return you to the world as a mortal woman. Fail to take this offer, and you shall return as a vampire in service of Strahd. Do you understand me now?
Yes. Okay. So you want my soul? Why? Why do you?
Is that Croesus?
It is not. It is a process.
Why do you want my soul?
I want servitude.
What does that entail? I need a contract here.
In this land, the souls of the poor and innocent is the most valuable currency. You see, child, there is a king coming to take the throne, and I intend to be that king. And I need an army comprised of you.
So you want to make me a paladin?
No, I don't want to make you a paladin.
Sorry. Okay, so you get my soul, and I serve you to get you on the throne. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And if I fail, because I'm not very good at not.
It's all right. Then you will rise as an undead creature in my eternal service.
Choices.
Bony hand. However, will you avenge yourself against your family if you're dead?
Why does everybody know my history?
Your mind isn't that hard to read, young
Right.
druid. Take my hand, and I will give you the chance you need.
Vampire, soulless creature. Vampire, soulless creature. I actually have an old debt that I can't really die for right now. I have a friend that I need to repay, so I will take your offer.
He smiles, his yellow teeth showing. Then you shall serve the great Lich Xantha for the rest of your life.
Oh shit!
Lich, really? Lich,
And he
The one
claps
with-
his hands,
We're
and
supposed
you
to kill
instantly
him.
awaken, coughing out blood. The wound slowly starts. You see Thea's like using healing word to slowly closes the stomach wound. As Belgrax stands there with his axe just above. I'm sorry, Kildron with his axe just above Belgrax's head.
I think I made a mistake.
What happened, Kimber?
His
Let's
health
let's
starts.
get the axe away from the crazy fucking dwarf and get out of
Alright,
here, and then we'll
Belgrax,
deal with this.
Belgrax, thank you for your choice of card. That's quite the nice choice.
I don't know what that means, so sure.
That means
That's-
Xanther. It's the Dark Lord card.
That's
Oh.
gonna be pretty problematic since we're sent to kill Xanther.
Oh, yes, it will. This is where the good stuff begins. Party
Motherfucker.
versus parties, my
Why did
friend.
I have to pick it?
Why did what?
Why did I pick the card? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I
And
want
how
the
did-
blame to be shifted on someone else.
How did Kimber die after one death save fail?
It's she didn't technically
didn't
die.
die.
It wasn't she died. Is that essentially Xanther? Basically, every time you go unconscious, one of the Dark Lords of Barovia takes the chance to commune with you and offer you a deal. Every time you go unconscious and fail one death saving throw. If you fail all three, you just die, and like, that's it.
Okay, well, we need.
That's the gist of
She's gonna die again. Somebody else is gonna show up and be like, I already got a contract with Homeboy. Sorry. Pick another one.
Okay, we need to get Kildren out of his rage and get the hell out of here.
Can we pull the axe from him? Can we just take it?
You can try.
I have a -1 to my strength, so that's probably not gonna work. The way I've been
Same
rolling.
here, and I'm currently hold personing him.
Whose turn is it?
It's out of combat now.
Belgrax, take the axe out of his hand.
Can I do that, or should I knock him unconscious first?
Probably shouldn't touch it, like, with your hands.
Okay,
Can
knock
I-
him unconscious.
I'm gonna hit him with the smith hammer then.
Ow!
I'm gonna try and knock
Yes.
him. I'm gonna knock him unconscious with that
Make an
smith hammer.
attack roll with advantage.
He just cracked
He's
his
not
skull
built-
open. He's got a
something.
contract too.
No,
He's not breaking
He-
something.
I
No.
Is that
I
with,
just realized no. If I'm a whole person, technically I'm like stuck in one place. So if he auto crits, doesn't he?
Oh shit. Does he?
Oh,
I mean, it's DM's choice, but
you know what? Sure, you are.
I'm just trying to subdue the fucking guy right now. That's all.
I wanna knock his head
guess
off.
if he's like deliberately trying to just knock me unconscious
No,
with
here's the
non-lethal
thing, here's the
damage.
thing. You can choose to deal. You can choose to deal non-lethal damage, which is
Yeah.
so.
All right. I was just
Just-
worried for a second. I was like, "Oh God, I'm going to die now."
Do me a favor and roll a 2d6 plus your strength and/or dexterity. You choose. Actually, no, strength. Do strength.
This is how the dwarf dies.
Again, I'm
And
gonna go
another
full
contract.
non-lethal here because I'm just trying to knock the guy
Yeah, no,
unconscious.
this
Like
is
I'm just trying
non-lethal
to.
damage. This is non-lethal damage. No, 2d. Not 2d6. 2d4.
Oh. It's
What?
probably gonna be
That's a
2d4
bit better.
plus 1.
It was. You turn to his back.
7 isn't that
As you
bad, to be
conk
honest.
him to the back of the head. As you conk him to the back of the head. Kildron.
Yes.
The blood red sight before you, because you can still see, almost like gets overexposed as you like almost blinded by this red light, and you suddenly see before you a sea of lava.
Okay.
You are standing on a single rock in the amidst the sea of lava, axe in hand. And from within the fire stands a giant made purely of flame with a beard of flame and hair of fire and eyes lit ablaze.
Holy fuck, it's Surtur!
You hear a roar behind you, and as you turn back, you see there the ancient white dragon that you saw in Brokeback climb over the mountain and essentially leap off of it and leap towards the fire giant. The giant lifts a sword from the lava itself, and as it brings it towards the white dragon, the two essentially come towards each other. Your vision ends, and you go into darkness. Kildron just like goes limp in his stuck position. That's it for Kildron. He's unconscious.
Okay, something I was curious about, probably the wrong time, but the hammer, you said it had runes on it that Belgrax couldn't read. When I did identify, could I have read those?
No, the grappling hook has runes on it.
Oh, okay.
For the hammer, I'll give you all the details when I send you the item card. Okay?
I thought it was on the hammer. Sorry.
There's still some more details that I did not specify, so I'll send it to you with the item card.
Okay.
Anywho, there's an unconscious Kildron on the ground. There is a nearly dying Kimber. Thea, you can let go of your hold person, at which point Kildron will collapse.
Okay, I'll drop hold person.
Kildron just like you flop to the ground like a wet rag.
Okay, well we need to get the door open. The
Well,
latch.
the door is open. There's a
The
passage.
door's open.
It's just there's no ladder.
Okay,
I mean-
well,
How tall is the fucking hole?
Like 7 feet high.
Alright, I'm 6.5 feet
Good
tall,
job.
so fucking climb up the Belgrax and we're up top.
Climb up the contracts.
well, don't you want to grab Kildron?
I'll pass him up. You guys climb, I'll pass him up to you, and I'll grab the dead vampire kid, and we'll be good.
Well, his head is on one spot, his body's on the other, so you can grab that as you see fit. But yeah, you grab do you all climb up, I'm assuming? So Thea and Kimber, you climb up. Belgrax, you hand over unconscious Kildron. His axe is left behind on the ground. Since he is unconscious, his hands go limp, and the axe is on the ground as you lift Kildron up. And hand
Hold
him
on.
over to ladies.
Does anybody have like a cloth or something that they can pick it up and put it in my bag of holding?
You have a bag of holding.
I
can
do,
just-
yeah.
I can just hand it to you.
No, don't touch it.
No, don't touch it.
Do you or do you not touch it?
Okay.
Does anybody have like cloth or something?
Just there's dead people around. Just grab one of their shirts.
Or
Better
that's-
yet, Thea's gonna drop her bag of holding down to Belgrax, and then take off her cloak and hand it to him and say, "Pick up the axe with the cloak. Don't touch it."
This is gonna be amazing.
Well, there's no skin contact if he's
Is it?
using a cloak.
Ain't the only reason it had that. Hold on.
Alright, so just grab it with the cloak and put it in the bag.
Unless we want to leave it behind.
I mean, it's not my axe, so I don't really give a shit.
Kimber, what do
want
you say?
anybody else to have it.
So put it in the bag.
Yeah.
You wrap
Listen, grab the axe or don't grab the axe.
Kimber, should we grab it?
Yes.
I don't know
Alright.
anything about this axe.
Yes, we
Take-
should grab it.
take the
Don't touch
fucking-
it with your hands.
Cloak and grab the axe with the cloak hand and put it in the bag if I can.
As you grab the axe, you open up the bag and you reach your hand in there. Please do quickly something.
I swear to God, if you gave us a devour bag, I'm gonna be pissed.
Can you please make a strength saving throw? Belgrax?
God damn it!
Hey!
Ah!
I love this so much. I love this so much.
The Dragonborn lost a hand.
Par for the fucking course tonight.
Belgrax, you put your hand into the bag and you see as Belgrax entirely his hand goes deep and deep and deep, and before you, as you're no longer pushing your hand down, it is being pulled down. And as you try to try to pull out the bag, essentially, you feel yourself entirely begin falling into the bag itself.
Okay,
Can-
can I jump down
can I
and
take
try
my
and pull
short
him
sword
back?
And just step.
You can both. Okay. Thea, you jump down trying to pull him back. Make a strength check.
And I'll
Strength
take my
check.
short sword out, please.
You can take your short sword out.
Super.
And
I'll
you
let
try to-
Thea go. I'll let Thea go first, and I'll do my thing.
16.
Thea, as hard as you try, you cannot drag him out of that bag.
I want to jump down and try to pull the bag.
Cutting my arm
Okay.
off.
I'd help, but I'm unconscious.
Make a strength check again, Kimber.
If they both fail, I'm cutting my arm off.
Don't cut your arm off. Jesus.
Stab the bag.
I'm not doing anything this game. I'm done. Nope, can't help you.
I didn't
Stab
think
the
this would happen,
bag. Stab
so
the bag.
Apparently I'm cursed.
You lift up the sword and Thea's grabbing, like, wrapped around your waist, trying to pull you back. Kimber's trying to yank off the bag. You feel pushing further in. You're gonna cut off your hand.
I'm still going in, right?
You're being pushed further and further in.
Yeah, we're cutting it off.
Try cutting the bag. Try cutting the bag. Don't go for your hand.
There's only so much time you have.
Okay, then you pull back as much of your hand as you can. Find a good spot around the elbow, and you just shove the sword down into the elbow. Make a roll of damage, maximum damage. Never mind, you suffer maximum damage because it's a direct hit. So 6 times 2, it's 12 plus whatever your strength is, which is 1. You shove it in there and you start twisting the sword around, trying to undo. It is excruciating pain. You hear you screaming pain as you're just you tear out of your hand. You see the
127 hours later.
as the bag essentially closes itself onto your hand, and you pull back with a bleeding stump for a hand as you fall backwards and blood pours around you. You hold your arm, screaming in
Cure
horrid
wounds.
pain.
Cure wounds on that. Or do I need to pull out my med kit to stabilize him first?
Maybe use make a medicine check. Make a medicine check.
Well, with the med kit, it says I don't have to.
You med and I'll heal.
That's a good point. So you pull out the medkit, you start wrapping bandages, you pull out this little stone that you quickly heat it up over a candle, and you jam it against the wound to sterilize it. Somebody wants to heal?
Yeah, heal wounds.
All right, you cast heal wounds and roll however much it is.
It's a good thing we made friends with Strahd. Maybe he can give you a magic hand.
Yeah.
Kilgran.
Oh, all I have is healing word, so boop. A
Wait,
few
you took, no,
times.
that was
I
me out
have
of
cure
character.
wounds.
I'm
I have
I'm
cure
unconscious.
wounds. I'll do cure wounds too.
I have cure wounds too, so I can cure wounds myself.
So everybody cure wounds a bit. The wound starts healing, however, you no longer have your right arm. You are now the one-armed Dragonborn.
Right arm?
It's from up here.
Above the elbow?
Yes! It dragged your whole arm in. You pulled back and cut off from the elbow.
Fuck yeah!
You
Alright.
have your arms, it's the bicep and nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to learn regeneration.
Bicep. Bicep.
Even if you learned it, it'd be too far in advance to pull it back. You'd have to have
The
the
bag-
original part.
The bag flops on the ground. Weightless.
Wait. Did it take my axe as well? Then?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
Or you can try to reach in and take it back out.
Nope.
No.
No,
It is-
I'm unconscious. I don't know this has happened.
Yes,
Can we
it
set
is-
this on fire? And she just produces flame in her hands. Can we just burn it? Just burn the whole fucking place down.
What was that shopkeeper's name?
Is it?
Shopkeeper introduced himself as Abdul Al-Azred.
I'm gonna have fucking words with him.
Yeah, if you could find him.
What do you expect? He wrote the fucking Necronomicon.
I can't find him. I'm setting that shop on fire.
I have a question.
Yes?
Everyone's downstairs, right?
Yes.
I'm upstairs unconscious
Yes.
with a fucking vampire.
Yes. You see slowly the door upstairs opens as the priest steps inside,
Quit.
a crooked smile on his face. And this is where we're gonna end today's session.
God damn it.
This is a good part to end the session, I feel. Unless you guys want to keep going for another 30 minutes.
I can go however long you want.
Yeah, I can go for however long.
I mean, I'd like to clear this fucking house before we
Okay,
call
then.
it, but
The priest
if you
approaches,
guys all need to go to bed, then that's cool too.
grabs him by the head and starts dragging him back into the chapel. You hear him, hear his footsteps getting away as he's humming. As you quickly heal Belgrax's wound.
Okay, I'm gonna quick spider climb up the wall and out of the hatch to see where Kildron is and the vampire.
Alright, as you climb up, you see that the vampire's dragging Kildron by the leg down towards the chapel area.
In my head, I thought you were going to say by the beard.
I was gonna say by the beard, but I just went with the leg.
And I'm just gonna scream at him, "Hey!"
He stops. He drops the Kildron's leg and turns. You're the worst food there is, you know that? You're like that piece of sinew that you can't swallow.
I'm just gonna say, "Bring it on, motherfucker! Come on."
Where's my son, little girl?
Gone. Just like you're about to be gone in about 15 fucking minutes. I just lost my friend's arm back there, and I'm really fucking pissed.
Well,
Can I hear the conversation upstairs?
you can hear like her shouting this out. All of you can hear clearly.
Right.
I can't.
You can.
Subconsciously, you can hear it.
How unfortunate. He looks at you, and I'm guessing at this point, Kimber and Belgrax start climbing from the top, and like you start showing up in the back.
Before I climb up, I'd like to grab the exterior of that bag I just ate my arm.
You grab it by the exterior.
Right. And I'm gonna climb up with that kind of like in my hand, so climbing it with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
get you.
I'm bringing the bag up with me.
You climb with the bag in hand.
Throw it at the vampire.
There's no climbing like this, DM. It's.
No, it's like it climbs like this and just like tosses your arm and climb like this. Whatever. You manage to climb out, and the vampire sees all of you come in. I have to say I am impressed. But you're now one person short. And unlike my son, I am very well fed.
I don't like that remark.
Real short.
Unlike my son, I am well fed. And I've looked after myself quite.
I'm just gonna pull out my Staff of Frost and cast Cone of Cold while he's talking.
Make an attack roll. And we're gonna use the same initiative, so it's gonna be Belgrax Kimber, and then
Do I need to make an attack roll with best spell? It just says he needs to make a saving throw.
Then never mind, he'll make a saving throw. Speed, what is this, dexterity?
Constitution.
Then he gets an 12.
He fails.
Then roll the damage. You cast, what did you cast, you said?
Cone of Cold.
So this like burst of cold comes on and like envelops him. And actually Belgrax auto fails it as well.
48
Not
damage.
Not Belgrax. Kildron auto fails it as well.
I just got the ladder, man.
Because between the two of you, there's Kildron unconscious on the ground, and the cone passes over him as well. So he auto fails. So Kildron, you fuck me. Wait, which is it? Is it 9 or is it 48?
It's 88 cold damage.
Where'd you get the staff?
You gave it to me
When did I give you an 8d8 staff? Fuck me.
before we started playing. You gave me the staff.
This is okay. Okay, I guess I thought whatever. You know what? Whatever.
Everybody gets
It's
cool
totally
weapons. I don't have any cool weapons.
Thea
Well,
is
mine was
pissed.
cool until I kept killing people.
Well, your
the wrong
weapon's
people.
gone.
Wait, Kildron. I mean, yeah, Kildron. How much health do you have right now?
50.
Maximum?
My maximum is 67, but my current hit points is 50.
Alright, so you're down to 2 hit points.
Bonus
Fuck's sake.
action, healing word on Kildron.
It's okay. The vampire really backs off, his arms start freezing up, and is like, ah! He
Thea
backs
is not messing around right now.
against the altar, like press himself back against the altar. You coughing out, like the icicles now sticking out of him. Mad! Crazy! Oh! What do you think you're doing to me?
I'm killing you.
Belgrax, the one-armed dragon.
Did the cold wake me
I
up?
like to try to take this bag I got right here,
10
loosen
hit
up,
points
and then
back to
fucking
you,
dunk it over his
Kildron.
head.
Okay, you
Okay.
charge
So,
the bag in
Yeah,
hand,
so you would be probably conscious again.
try to flip it onto his head. Kildron,
Yeah,
you
so I'm
are
at 12.
you aren't conscious. You are still conked.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
no. Since you are healed, I'll let you be conscious. You can get back up with
So I wake up, I'm lying on the floor, I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
You feel like someone splashed water at you, like cold ice water.
Like, "Ah!"
Sorry.
Belgrax, make an attack roll.
With anything added to it, or just a straight D20?
Do dexterity. Use dexterity.
Plus. Fuck!
I'll say with advantage since he is frozen up. Because I want to see this.
Natural 20.
Fuck me pretty. Not the axe. What the shit is it? The bag. And you toss it onto his head as he's like, what the fuck? And you like suddenly see the bag start sinking. As you like you start essentially pushing the bag down, forcing him into it, and he starts screaming inside like and you like until like his voice becomes muffled. You keep pushing down. I'm guessing some of you come and help him with it.
Yep.
Till you essentially stop the
Absolutely.
bag. For a moment it feels very heavy and then the weight disappears as you like buckle it up. And it's now weightless. Silent weightless.
And we have an MVP for this game.
2 minutes that took.
That's only because you got a natural 20, by the way. Don't expect that you can like KO like this every boss that I throw at you.
We'll see.
I think we did it with acid, now we did it with a bag. We should just stop using our regular tools. Just buy random shit.
Well, I did manage to like do quite a bit of damage originally on that first vampire by
killed
slapping him
Kimber.
in the face with a plate.
I have a
yeah,
contract
Killzone did
now.
Kill the vampire technically, and then also Kimber, and also almost everyone else.
Yeah.
It's not my first game where I oldest soda somebody, so that's another one.
All right,
So
then.
I'm gonna get up and chug a healing potion.
Very well. You get up and chug a healing potion.
So you should take that axe out of your inventory because it's gone.
You no longer have the Berserker axe. As such, you are no longer attuned to it, and you are no longer suffering from the effect of Berserk.
Okay, cool. All right.
Since it is currently in another plane of existence.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to be like, will I wake up and be like, the axe? Where's the axe? What the fuck? Where's my axe gone? Or
Well-
because I've unattuned, I'll be like, huh, my axe is missing.
Because
Oh well,
the
and then
axe
just
has been
pull out the other one.
transported. Because the axe has been transported to the Nine Hells, you are unattuned to it automatically.
It
Oh,
was
okay, cool.
transported to the Nine Hells.
Well, it's gonna be soon. At 12 a.m., the bag essentially digests everything and shits it out into the Nine Hells. Everything
He's in good
picks up.
company.
That was just like an arm? Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up. Like Thea's gonna go up to Belgrax and go. I am so sorry.
I'm
How do I?
I didn't know that that was gonna happen. I'm so sorry. I should have checked before I gave that back to you.
I'm a one-armed smith.
How do I remove an entry
There's a
from?
one-armed
from-
ranger that doesn't have any ranged
No,
attacks.
he doesn't have a bow.
And I can't forge anymore.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Doesn't-
Yeah, just
Man,
very carefully.
You do have the magic hammer, so.
Oh yeah, that seems like it's gonna work out great for me in the long run.
In the short run, though,
Kimber, hold this. I don't want to do it. Okay.
I do have a project in mind. I'll send you after the game's over, DM.
sure thing. I'd love to hear it. And you stand in an empty chapel. The pews around you destroyed. Behind you stands a shadow, and with a vague light that is like silhouetted with a vague light. And as it comes into the light, you do see Stradvon Zarovich smile on his face.
Bitch.
Impressive, all of you! 2 vampires on your first day. I should feel offended, but honestly, I'm impressed. You, friends, and he like holds his hands up. You all deserve. And honestly, you deserve a small reward for this. I thought you'd be.
No.
He turns his head towards Belgrax. What happened to your arm, Dragonborn?
Not a small reward, Strahd. A sizable.
Well, to be fair, I didn't ask you to kill these folk. You chose to do it on your own. A small reward.
Aren't you lording over these lands? And isn't it your duty to protect your people?
Make persuasion. Ah.
That's gonna go bad.
What is it with you druids and trying to, like, fuck with ancient lords of darkness?
I think he's convinced.
Totally. Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in and be like, can you at least give our mate like a new arm or something?
He looks over at Kildron. I can't, but I can tell you where you can find one.
Ooh.
Where?
You remember the old masters of my castle that took over my castle, the ugly fuckers? There have been...
Oh, old Greg!
Yes, there have been hints of their presence further up north near the town of Vallaki. Now, if I hear correctly, they like to do some interesting experimentations on human flesh. So I'm willing to bet you'll be able to find some kind of a surrogate arm up there. Just for your own use. I'm quite sure this will be a successful venture.
I mean, I guess. Like, I was like thinking of like the mechanical things like my father made back at home, but you know.
Mechanical
that'd work
things.
too.
I'm afraid I'm no engineer. Funny enough, you should say there was a person, an armless person that came by a while back. And, I mean, here's the thing. He was searching for arms too, and he did find a pair of mechanical ones from the said creatures. So I don't know what kind of arms they produce. I just assume that they will have some surplus body parts. Organic or metallic or whatever.
Fair enough. Have you seen my axe?
I don't know what you're talking about, dwarf.
I'm just
It's
at that
with
point
my
I just
arm.
start like slowly looking around.
What is it about your arm? Oh, it's with your arm. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, his axe is with my arm.
What did
And
happen
now
to
I just look at Belgrax really confused. What?
what?
We'll explain
did,
it later, Kildren.
What did happen to your arm?
Okay.
Dragonborn?
It got eaten by a bag.
I pity you, old man. It's alright. In Barovia, no one is a whole person. Everyone's just a little bit broken. You'll fit right in now. Anyway. He claps his hand. Thorn! Bring me that souvenir I gave you. And Thorn approaches the lot of you. In his hand, in his hand a sword. And he takes the sword and it's a scimitar, it's a sheath scimitar, and he holds it towards Belgrax. I see you're a fan of swords. I think you'll find this one quite useful. It's a Barovian steel scimitar. A small gift from me to you.
I honestly can't tell if he's frozen or whether he's just holding that face.
I'm holding the face.
No, on my screen you're actually frozen.
Oh,
Never mind. I was going to say, because that's fucking impressive.
does it do anything?
I do believe you're going to have some struggle dealing with elves and fae. Barovian steel is particularly deadly for elven and fae-based creatures.
So, like, he can kill me in my sleep.
It deals extra 1d6 necrotic against elves and fae.
Alright, cool.
And of course, he again gestures to Thorn, who like holds up 2 red bottles. A couple of potions to keep you on your feet. I can tell that this fight took its toll on you. Anyway, before I leave...
What gave that away?
He looks over at Kimber. Or like he looks over at all of you, actually. Did you get any news about the 3 targets you're supposed to deal with? Any word from them? He looks over at Kimber. Yes?
I work for one of them now. Apparently.
Usually you don't want to tell me that.
Worst you're gonna do is kill me, and then they'll kill me, and I'll just be killed a lot. But just letting you know. Yeah, that happened.
Which one? Which one?
I think it was a lich. I'm gonna go with the lich.
Xanther!
That one.
Your old fart still has it. Can I have a word alone with Kimber for a moment?
No, no, no.
I
No.
promise not
Nope.
to touch.
Nope. Don't want to be alone with you. Nope.
Cross my heart.
Beldrax is going with me.
Fine. Beldrax. And Mrs. Kimber. Or Miss Kimber. A
I know you're
word.
mad at me, Belgrax, but I've had my brains fried enough today. I've talked to a lynchcorn apparently in his favor, and I really don't want to be alone with this guy. And you can see, like, genuine fear in her face. I know I've had a rough day, too.
Let's step aside.
I'll go with her. Thea will go with her. With her arm.
Belgrax like slowly strokes her cheek with his stump.
There you go.
I wanted to have a private conversation.
I'm not really listening anyway.
Fine. We'll discuss this another day, Kimber. I'll keep you in my mind.
Oh, God, no.
He turns and walks. Let's go, Thorn! Thorn bows down to all of you and prattles after him as he exits the chapel, leaving you alone in the ruined chapel. Armless, axeless, and vampireless.
Hey, Belgrax,
Mmm.
do you know
Yes.
anything about this giant fiery dude?
I've seen him once or twice at this point, yeah.
Right,
talking about-
okay.
I hit you with the hammer, and did you see something?
Is that what happened? I remember going into like the vampire hitting me, and then everything being red, and then all of a sudden I was stood in front of lava, and there was this giant fire dude, and then that fucking white dragon, and then they started fighting, and then I woke up and I was really, really cold.
I've seen Fire Guy before, but we can talk about this later. This doesn't be right now. I have
Huh, okay.
things I need to go take care of.
And that said, I think...
Shit, what happened to your arm?
With that, we're going to end today's session. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you guys